Age of Ashes with these guys is pretty exciting. Cadbury is running late, but will join us as soon as he can, and we'll try and catch him up a little bit. But let's do what we do and get this thing started right.
Summon the heroes. Vorak, Cadbury, Finiana, Axiom, Sorali. Together, they are built for adventure.
Oh, gives me tingles. I need to update it with our new player models, though. It'll be even better. But we are back. We are going through Age of Ashes. We have just finished Chapter 2 of Book 1 of the Age of Ashes. And who wants to give us a recap of what happened in the last session so that they can get an extra hero point?
Lorak, can you give the recap silently?
I can do it.
All right, go for it.
I'm done.
No, you have to do charades.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, I was expecting charades.
I can do it though.
All right, go for it.
So last time we went back to Citadel Altaria, or however you pronounce it. Altarian, yes, that one. And we met. We were exploring the rest of it, right? We met a man named Alec, who is formerly. He wasn't part of Citadel Altarian, but his mother and father were both Hell Knights. He was summoning, or looked like he was in a summoning circle. Not sure if he was doing the summoning or not, but he killed an imp, and we fought some more imps with him.
Maybe the imp summoned him.
Maybe the imps, probably not, but yeah. He has an Asmodeus symbol on his shoulder, which is not a good dude. But yeah, so we fought the imps and kind of got some information from him, and then killed some giant rats. That was fun. Also killed a giant bat. That was also
skeletons.
And discovered a jail room inside Citadel Altarian, which he was not okay with, or at least he seemed like he was not okay with it. And some skeletons popped up. We killed them. And then that was pretty much it. We figured out that there was a tunnel that leads down below Citadel Altarian, so that might be of use for later. But we let Helba and her Bramble Brashers know that the Citadel was clear, and decided to go back to town and rest up.
All right,
after
awesome.
a long adventure.
So you guys did that, and congratulations, you got your extra hero point there. Yeah, good stuff. So good things. But yeah, so you did that. You have headed back, went and took a good night's sleep at the Wizard's Grace. So if everybody will please subtract 7 silver from their inventory for the night stay and the evening meal. And
my God, that's expensive.
It's really not expensive, and you even got an adventurer's bonus or a discount for having done that. It is now the morning. You can all gain hit points equal to your Constitution modifier multiplied by your level. Now you are level 2, and so you multiply your con mod by your level and by 2, and add that to your hit points. If you have any diseases or fatigues or anything like that, all of that is gone for right now. If you are a spellcaster, all of your spell slots have been regained. And Miss Finiana, I need you to roll a diplomacy check against your little puppy dog, your warg pup, Mr. Bitey.
Sorry. The hot bar is not at the top, so I'm pulling up my what's it and doing a who's
no,
it.
There's no hot bar?
Mm-mm.
And that is a critical success. So
Oh!
we will increase that by 2 days instead of 1.
Woo!
Nice.
So now you only have 5 days left that you need a successful diplomacy check.
Awesome.
To
You need to save those points.
Sadness Chan said, "Who needs skill when you have luck?"
Yeah.
With the rate we play, that's going to be good for at least 4 months.
Let me check that module real quick because the token the hotbar is 100% worth having.
I think it might just be because my character isn't on the screen.
He's not there. No, you're right. That would be why. You're not on the screen, so you don't have a hotbar because you can't click on them. That makes perfect sense.
And so for rolling a full night's rest, does it do the calculations automatically for adding HP? And I believe that is in the hotbar.
I don't know. Here, let's jump over to quarters and bits, and everybody should be there. Oh, no, look, you've got old Sorali and old Lorak. Let's fix that real quick.
When I was on this map, it came back and said that I had full health, so I don't know what my health was before. I know for sure it was not full.
2 HP restored.
Wow.
So I'm now at how does that work?
What's your Constitution modifier?
That's a great question. It's +1.
Yeah, so 2 times 1 is 2.
Oh, I thought you replenished
I'm sure. Well, yeah.
your die roll plus your Constitution modifier.
No die roll. Constitution mod times
Level.
Yeah.
Wow, so I gained 2 HP
What?
and a long night's rest.
But as you guys were sitting around, Sorali, didn't you have 1 heal slot left?
I do.
I
mean, I did last.
We had 1. So before you guys went to bed, he called you all together and did his 3 action heal.
Put everything in the room.
Yeah, on everything in the room.
And Bitey feels perfectly replenished.
Yeah, Bitey.
Unless he's
'Cause I got him
evil
too.
and takes damage. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was in the backpack. It's fine.
You're gonna say that it didn't penetrate the backpack.
Man, I got some really bad heals if I can't get to a back. It's a Jansport, isn't it? I know it's a good one.
East pack.
East Pack. Oh. All right.
Because those have lifetime warranties.
Hey, man, I rocked the East Pack for years. The same one.
I'm a Swiss Army or that's my backpack. Did you roll heals on everybody? I missed it.
Oh, I thought you were just saying I did, but I can do that.
Well, you got to actually roll it to people get
Rolling.
I guess you could also do. Did everybody before you rested actually do med checks and heals and all the things that it would take to get you back up?
I don't know what my health was before.
Oof.
We're gonna say that you got back early enough to the Wizard's Grace that the 3 of you that have medical training were able to pass heals around, as well as Sorali doing a terrible amount of healing for you.
Yeah, tremendous amount.
That is astounding.
Heals with love.
I feel the love.
But we're gonna go ahead and just say everybody is up to full.
All right.
I was fortunate enough that I never got injured because my role is to hang back.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's the morning. You all got your stuff back. What do you guys want to do this morning?
I want to talk to Jarl Blacktusk.
Oh, yeah, to get that bounty.
Maybe. I don't know.
And better, you brought back the whole dragon, not just bits of it.
Yeah,
Or the ward.
I
Or
think
what
that's
the heck.
We're just going to go back then to the main Breach Hill map. We're going to go down to the Breach Hill archives. and hang out with Mr. Jorl Blacktusk. Let me
Spelled like Jorl, but it's pronounced Jorel.
put that picture up there for you. He's a hipster half-orc.
In a boy band? Is he in a boy band?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But he's not in the Crimson River Band. It's a different band.
He looks like he listens to dubstep.
And so, as you guys go in, he is busy at work, cataloging some artifacts and some things. And you walk in. Who all went over here?
I did.
Did anybody come with him?
I think.
Yeah, I was following.
Yeah, me too.
Not.
And Phil is too.
Before?
Okay. Say it again.
You're talking about before or right now?
I'm saying right now. Who has gone to the?
I went with him.
The city?
Yeah.
So we can all just go with him.
Yeah. All right. So you all went. Not splitting up the party. How novel.
We want to make sure we all get paid the same amount.
Oh, you don't trust the gnome. I got you.
No.
So
She might have had a little bit of bleach. I don't want to see that happen.
So you get over to the archives. It's a pretty easy walk over from the Wizard's Grace. We didn't actually go to Quarters and Bits yet. That was just so we could see the characters and get to the hot bars. So you get in there, and he looks up from his archiving, and he says, hello, welcome back. Did you have any success?
Oh, Jorl. Oh, since you don't know that we've had success, I fear the worst.
Oh, whatever do you mean?
We asked the Bramble-Brashers to bring back the entire Growlodon that we slayed. What was slain? We slayed. And the fact that you don't know that we killed the Growlodon means the Bramble-Brashers unsuccessfully brought Groudon back to you.
What? What? Hold on just a moment. I was off on a holiday yesterday. Let me go and take a peek in the back and ask my associate if they may have come and dropped it off while I was away.
And, that's a relief.
And Jorl goes and opens the door in the back of the archives, and he sticks his head in, and you can hear him just kind of mumbling in the back. And somebody's talking back to him. And there's just a whole back and forth. And finally he pulls his head back out and says, oh my goodness, it seems that an entire Growlodon is sitting in the back room, taking up the whole space.
Yeah, that's gotta smell awful.
I don't even know how it got through the door.
Well, the Bramble-Brashers apparently are more resourceful than I gave them credit for. You mentioned that you thought you might be able to learn from it, so we had them bring the entire Growlodon back so that it could be dissected under your watchful eye, and with your scholarly attitude, I hope that you learn much from it.
Oh, thank you. This will put us far ahead of where I thought I could be in any sense of any kind of idea of studying this sort of Mogwai expanse creature without having to actually travel there. I don't know how it got here, but I am very interested in finding out. I feel I must pay you for your troubles. How much did it cost you to get the Growlodon down here?
A lot.
Fortunately, it only cost us nearly losing all of our lives multiple times. Because it actually cost us the cleansing of Citadel Altarian.
Oh, goodness, that does sound like a lot. Oh, man.
You're going to have deep pockets for this one.
What
I agree with them. I almost died 3 or 4 times.
Well, why would you almost die 3 or 4 times? Once you almost died once, shouldn't you have just left?
It was not my choosing, and I feel like I don't know.
I feel like your emergency doesn't make it urgent for me to pay you because you put yourself in that situation. I mean, I am grateful and thankful for all of this, but let me see what I can come up with. Give me just one moment. And he goes back to the door again and opens it back up, and you hear the same kind of noises. They're going back and forth and yelling at each other, and he's kind of getting a little bit hot, and he's like, oh, no, but we got to do something, and he's trying to get somewhere, and finally you hear a thud and a clink, and Jarrell, we'll say Jarrell, I'll be fine. Jarrell bends down and he picks up a bag and he hefts it a little bit and he bounces it on his hand, and you can hear the distinct clink of coins. And he turns around and he comes back and he says, well, this creature that you have brought me the carcass of is invaluable. And I know that I will be able to craft some amazing things from it and learn some amazing things from it. Once that is done, I will be able to have for you something very special. But until then, please take this. And he hands you over the bag. He's going to hand it right to Finiana. And are you going to look at it now, or are you going to just accept that it's going to be something good and say thank you and walk away? That's up to you.
Jarrell, I appreciate that you were able to come up with this on such short notice. I know you weren't expecting this kind of response after just telling us a couple of days ago that...
I expected a couple of scales and maybe a tusk.
So, again, I appreciate that you were able to scrape this together so quickly, and I eagerly await your findings. Those physical and also academic.
Please give me 3 or 4 days and then come back and check, and I should have something for you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jarrell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. And then are you guys going to head out of there at this point? Or are you
I'm good to head out.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you going to look in the bag and see what's there?
Once we get outside.
Once you get outside. So you can go. Yeah, absolutely. No, you gotta trust people. When you finally get outside and you all huddle around a corner, Alec, who was with you guys this whole time.
Oh, right.
He's going to look and say, that was very interestingly handled. What's in the bag?
How would you have handled it, Alec?
As I count the coins. Or what I assume is...
Yeah, no, there's definitely coins in there. I believe that I would have done it a little more forcefully. Your tact was interesting and appreciated. So, what is in the bag? My life was put on the line as well.
I don't recall you being in the room when we were fighting the Growlodon, Alec.
I was in the room with a lot of other stuff.
You weren't in the room for the Growlodon, bro. You need to back up.
Let's see what's in here first.
All right. So as you look in the bag, you see that there is no less than 30 gold in the bag.
All right. And with the 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, plus Alec, because Phil's not here.
Ouch, that's cold.
That's cold-blooded.
So there's 6 of us. So everyone would get 5 gold pieces if we split it evenly, but it doesn't seem like Alex should get it split evenly for his help and in keeping at least one of us alive. I look.
Throw him a gold.
I mean,
Yeah.
I agree. We just met him, you know.
Yeah, we'll give him a gold. I'll take one out of my.
To be fair, you guys all just met like 2 days ago.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, but we're Instagram friends, so we're good.
I'll give him one of mine. So I'll take 4, and everyone else can have 5. And Alec gets. Oh wait, no. Sorry, that's not how that math works. I'll take 5. Everyone else gets 6, and Alec gets 1.
All right, cool. So Alec is looking and he says, "So, is there enough to spare for me?"
Yeah, here's 1 gold.
And now,
Oh, sorry.
Are you gonna?
Yeah,
hand
here's
it
one
You're
gold.
gonna hand it to him. You're gonna flip it in the air, flippantly to him. How does that play out?
I'm gonna let someone else decide that.
Well, that's you. You're the
Oh
one.
yeah, I
that's-
guess it is my gold.
Yeah.
I'll just offer it to him. I'll pinch it between my thumb and forefinger and reach it up to him.
I can see it
Thank
now.
you for your help so far. I look forward to all that we earn together as we continue clearing out Citadel Altarian.
Yes, thank you for your generosity and for your appreciation. I look forward to many adventures with you. And,
So we're
Many
at
adventures.
yeah, little tiny ones. And so you guys do all this, and you I assume you're still standing outside of the archives at this point.
Yes.
While you are there, a familiar little goblin comes up, running up to you. Did it come up for you guys?
Yeah.
All right, it didn't come up for
Oh,
Sorbot
Lil.
for some reason.
So we're adding 6 gold to our inventory, correct? I'm just making sure
correct.
I'm doing that math.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I get Cadbury too. A familiar little goblin comes up to you and says, "Oh, you guys, come! It's me! It's Warble! It's Warble!"
And
Hi, Warble.
Hiya.
I heard that you had been doing lots of good things up at the Citadel.
We did.
Some of the Bramble Brashers were here the other day with a giant creature.
Yes, we saved them.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
we saved them.
Thank you so much for saving my clan and my tribe and my cousins and my sister and my dog and wait, no, not my dog.
You're very welcome.
And she just keeps kind of muttering for a couple of seconds, trying to get her feet back under her. And she says, I can't believe that you cleared out the whole of the Citadel, all 5 levels already. It's so amazing.
5
Well,
levels.
it wasn't easy, but we're talented.
Well, thank you. We cannot wait to get back to our main spot of safety there on the 2nd level. It will be so wonderful.
I wouldn't go much deeper, though. It's kind of messy.
Oh, thank you. I will run and tell Helba that we are safe to go in.
We might still need to do some cleaning up of the lower levels.
Oh, should we wait?
Probably
Probably
a good idea.
best.
Oh, okay, then I will go and see Helba and make sure she knows not to go downstairs yet. Plus, I believe that the stairs inside the Citadel are busted. You'll have to use the secret tunnel. Helba will tell you
Right.
where it is.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you.
Absolutely. And she scampers off, going on about her day. She, you could see by the things she was holding, she was clearly just out shopping and happened to bump into you. She had a baguette and a book and was just swinging it around. It was a big, heavy book. You feel like if she'd have hit you with that book, it would not have been pretty.
Baguette in a book. As you
Baguette and a
do.
book. Man, that could be a cool story. I would shop
Baguette
there.
and a
Little coffee shop.
Yeah.
Is her name Belle?
Let's-
Alliteration.
Well, yeah, but that's in the song. Here comes a baker with it. Anyway, anyway, so you guys have finished doing that. You got some idea what's going on. Where are you going next?
We need to go back to Crink. I want to sell some stuff.
Gonna go back to Crink and sell.
I would
something.
like to anyway.
Is anybody going with Axiom to Crink?
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go see Crank.
Yeah, I have some stuff to sell.
We're all
Crank,
gonna
crank.
get cranked.
Let's get crunk. So 1, 2, 3. Who's not on the screen? Well, that's weird.
Alec is not on the screen.
Alec is not.
Dave is not either.
Yeah.
They're all down at the bottom.
But he
Leave me behind. Well, I was
That's
there.
weird.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's not there
I don't
on
see you.
this screen. I'm gonna refresh this screen.
Jumping all over stuff.
I see you. Oh, there you are now. All right, come back over here. Come back over here. You crazy.
I'm just dancing.
So you guys come in, and Krink is standing around, like always, just waiting. He jumps up and puts down the novel that he was reading. He wasn't expecting somebody so early in the morning, and is very excited to see you. And so he jumps up and he says, "Welcome, welcome, one and all, to Quarters and Bits. What can I do you for? You look like mighty adventurers."
Crank, you act like you don't know us, buddy. We've been here before.
What? Do you think I can remember every single person that comes in my store every day, all the time? Please.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If you don't want what we have, we can go sell it someplace else.
Oh, good luck. I'm the only one that's open today, so there.
I'm gonna walk up to the counter and use intimidating glare on him.
And what is that going to do? What does intimidating glare do?
Intimidating glare. If I can find my feats, there it is. You can demoralize with a mere glare. When you do, demoralize loses the auditory trait and gains the visual trait, and you don't take a penalty if the creature doesn't understand your language.
All right, so you're going to go and intimidate him, and what that is going to actually do when you intimidate him is going to make him less friendly towards you.
That's fine.
That's how it works here. So any kind of good ideas and boosts and boons you may have gotten from him being friendly to give you some kind of a deal is now gone.
Nice job, Lorak.
I suppose I don't need to do that.
Too late now. Let's kill him.
Kill him and take everything. Yes. Just make sure to save before we do that.
just in case. All right. So for what reason are you trying to intimidate him?
I basically just wanted to see if he remembered me.
Oh. Okay.
By intimidating him.
So you just came and stared him down real hard, and and Crinkle look at you and goes, "Oh, okay, fine, yes, yep. I remember you. You came in looking for a deal on some other stuff. You and your buddy over there, trying to fleece me and put me out of business just by buying stuff too cheap. But I can see that you got the look of adventurers. I've heard some tales about a group of folks that are trying to come in and make their name here in Breach Hill, trying to be as cool and awesome as the Crimson River Band. We'll see if that can happen."
Has the Crimson River Band brought you back a whole Growlodon?
What is a Growlodon? Why are you making up words? Making up words isn't going to make you cool.
Go ask Black Tusk about the Growlodon.
Jarrell Black, you know that he's not much of a scholar. He just likes to pretend. I mean, he's a half-orc. He can barely read.
Watch your tongue.
Oh, no offense, sir. No offense. I'm just a little gnome. I'm just trying to make a living.
Lorak, why don't you read that poster on the wall to prove to him that half-orcs can read?
I'm gonna actually, it's a good idea. I'm gonna pull that book out of my backpack and show it to him and see if he has seen it before.
Okay. It's
basically just going to say,
I found this in a cupboard. Do you know what this is?
Well, and he can read it. Lorak definitely can read it. He's choosing not to.
Yeah, look, I read the first page.
And as he takes it away from you and is looking at it, he says, "Oh, look, I'm trying to find the page again. I need that book."
It's
I'd love that you did this for me. It's a great chance to there was information that I wanted to. Why is that even on?
Take a look. It's in the book. Reading Rain.
Treatise on Protocols and Laws of Isgar is the name of it. I don't know if you need to know that information or not.
A second.
Unlimited data.
Metro is the best deal in wireless.
Oh, my bad, fellas. I'll mute.
Man. Anyway, so what I can vaguely remember, as he's flipping through, he says, "Oh, it says here that the inscription's by T. Stogram. You know, there was a guy here the other day by the name of Stogram, and at that point, Alec is finally gonna make his way across, and is gonna walk in the door, and as he looks across and sees Crink holding the book, he's gonna look and say, "Where did you get that?" And Crink's just gonna like throw it back on the table because Alec's a pretty imposing dude, and says, "Oh, the big green one gave it to me. I had nothing to do with it. I was just pointing out the fact that you were in here looking for it the other day." And Alec is gonna go over and is gonna pick up the book and say, "Do you know what this is?" And
to us or to
to you
Crink?
guys.
Oh,
No, I have no idea.
I'm gonna say.
I found it in a desk in the Citadel.
Ah, yes. That makes
take
so much
my bow
sense. He flips back to the inscription and he holds it up to you, and he points and he says, "T. Stogram, that was my father." And he takes the book and he says, "Can I have this?"
How much you got on you?
That is fine.
He's at least got 1 gold.
I don't know how to read anyway.
Well, accepting is the very first step on the path to recovery.
What's so
And
special about
he
this
reverently
book, Alec?
takes that book and he pulls a cloth out of his belt pouch, and he wraps the book in the cloth and he sticks it back reverently into his pocket. And he just looks at you very sincerely and he says, "Thank you. You have done me a great service today."
I just look at him and grunt.
I feel like that's going to come back to haunt us.
And while all of that's going on, Crink is just sitting over there kind of twiddling his thumbs and looking back and forth, expecting at any second that you guys are going to come to blows. And when he sees that everything's calmed down, he says, well, I'm sure you guys didn't come in just to stare at me menacingly and hope that I remembered who you were. Can I do anything for you?" And yes, he does change his voice every time he talks.
Cool.
You can't help it.
Me too.
It's a character trait.
I do it too.
See?
Crank out some items I would like to sell, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can sure do that. Let's look and see if any of it's of any value.
I have got a dog slicer dagger I'd like to see what I can get for. Or sword. I think it's a dagger, though.
A dog slicer dagger.
That was one of the goblins, right?
That was one of the goblins. I assume you set it up on the table, and Crink picks it up, and he looks at it, and he kind of weighs it for a second, and he looks at the edge, and he's giving this a thorough looking over, and he finally says, "What are you trying to pass off on me? This looks like some of the trash that the bramble brashers use. I mean, I might could use it for some like pot iron to melt it down into something else. I can give you like 50 copper for it."
I don't even think I have a slot for copper in my inventory.
Yeah, it's there.
Sure, whatever. Let's do it.
All right, done. And so you can delete that out of your inventory and add 50 copper. That's half a silver. That's not terrible.
I'm gonna take the short bow off my back and take my arrows out of my backpack and put them on the counter and say,
How much for these?
Oh, and he picks up the short bow and he kind of examines it again, and he pulls out his little eyeglass thing that you like, the jewelry thing. And he's
monocle.
looking,
Yeah.
It's called a loop.
Loop.
A loop.
Eye loop.
I guess.
Yep.
Sure. So he pulls out his loop, and he kind of squeezes it on real hard so that you can kind of hear it squeak as it's going in.
Squish his eyeball.
Like squish his eyeball, and he looks real good at the bow and he says, "Oh no, this this is decent. This isn't bad. How about 12 silver?
Okay.
So he buys that for you for the bow and the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
However many arrows that was. Because they're 10 to a silver, brand new. These are all used. So.
Does anyone here need either of these scrolls? One of fear and one of alarm? Because I can't cast them, so there's no use in me having them.
Same.
Okay, then could I please sell these 2 scrolls? They've been identified as a scroll of fear and a scroll of alarm.
Oh well, you see, I don't typically do things with scrolls, but
Do you know anyone in town who might?
oh, maybe Vaz over at the bookstore.
We have the best relationship.
Wouldn't you love
her.
to get into the scroll selling industry?
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Oh, gee, we're too late. Scarlett Johansson and Wonder Woman were just in here trolling around for
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to offer you a top price for it because I'm gonna have to make sure I get a good resale on it.
Okay, well, what are you thinking?
I could probably do about what 15 silver maybe each.
No, I feel like I can get 4 gold each somewhere else, but I appreciate you being flexible.
Oh yeah. I try and do what I can. Just trying to make a living.
Crink, I got a jade cat in my inventory here. What will that be worth to you?
A jade cat, you say?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Most certainly.
He says, do you know what this is?
No.
It's a magical talisman. Very rare, very interesting. If you've got this in your hand and you go to make a big jump, if you slip and fall, it'll make sure you land on your feet and don't get hurt. Are you sure you want to part with that?
I think I'll keep it.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on to it then.
I will.
That's a fun thing there. I will tell you, once you've used it one time, it's going to go away. It'll just pile into a powder.
Wow.
That's what all talismans do. Once they've been used once, they just crumble to dust. But they typically have some amazing ability before they do. What else you guys got?
That's all I had, so I'm just gonna back out and actually, hold on.
I got this silver morning star.
Silver Morningstar. You wanna try and sell that?
Axiom,
Yeah.
didn't you pick up that armor? The Hell Knight's armor?
I did.
Okay. I just want to make sure you recalled that.
Yeah, I did. I think I might hold on to that for a little bit, just in case.
So Raleigh, were you gonna try and sell your Silver
Yeah,
Morningstar?
I'll try to hawk it.
All right. Oh, what's that you got over there?
A silver morning star looks like a mace.
You hand it over to him, and he starts looking at it, and he screws that loop in even deeper, and you can see like he's shaking a little bit. He's very excited about this weapon, and he says, "Oh, silver! That's a lot of silver. Oh, I could give you 35 gold for it."
Holy God.
35 gold.
35 gold, but only right now.
Only right now.
Yeah, if you ask me again in a minute, I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna keep because I'm, and you can see that he's kind of pulling it closer to his body over and over again, and like he doesn't want to hand it over and give it back up.
Then I'm sure he doesn't want to lower the price. He wants to pay more.
Well, don't tell me that. You gotta talk to him.
Oh, tell him. Yeah. It seems like you really like this thing.
Well,
I'm sure you can part with a little more gold.
Well, I don't. Give him a diplomacy roll.
Okay. It's also known as my precious. Oh, thank goodness. That's better than the 2.
Yeah. And so you guys argue back and forth for a second. You barter.
Barter.
What's the word? Haggle. You haggle back and forth for a second. He says, "You know what? You're right. I've been missing this as part of my collection. I had loaned it to a Hell Knight 15 years ago, and I know this is mine." He turns up the thing and shows you the end where a CT is carved into the bottom of the shaft, and he's like, "That stands for Twinkle Toes." I don't remember what his last name is, and because that's what they used to call me because I was such a good dancer.
Nice.
And he says, "I will give you." He says, "I will give you 50 gold. But that's as high as I can go. If I do any more, my partner will destroy me."
That sounds like a fair finder's fee.
And so he takes it and he reverently hangs it up on the wall behind him. You can tell this isn't something he's going to sell. It's something he's going to hold on to forever. And he hands over the 50 gold gladly.
Man.
So add 50 gold
Payday.
to your inventory and delete the Silver Morning Star.
That's quite a find.
I know. I thought it was long gone. Where in the world did you find it?
Oh, well, we found it in the cabinet, locked in the jail in Castle Altaria.
Oh, well, that makes sense. That was probably old Frankenster that they got locked up in there. And he just kind of is going, "Well, is there anything else I can do for you ladies and gentlemen today?"
I'm good. Do you think there's anything Phil would like to sell? Because he seemed to he picked everything. He took the pick of the litter of everything.
Yeah,
oh, that's
I don't-
mine. I opened
I
that.
don't
That's
know
mine.
what's
He
in
did
the
seem
inventory.
to do that.
I can't use this, but it's mine.
Yeah. Although it doesn't look like he's got a dark vision elixir. He's got the hand of the mage, a wooden shield, and that's all the extra that he's got right now.
I thought
I would like to sell Cadbury.
No, we don't do anything with slaves here in Breach Hill. That is completely against the law.
That is a no.
Excuse me, sir. You will be doing none of that.
The best part is that Phil just said something in chat because he's
Did he?
watching on his phone.
Hey, Phil.
That was somebody else doing Finiona's voice.
That's awesome.
Cadbury's voice. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about for the selling thing.
That was somebody else.
that's
Yeah,
somebody-
that wasn't me.
It was somebody else's. You can't see a thing. You can't prove it.
Hey, I want you to look at this silver knife I got, by the way.
That sounds like a threat.
See what it's worth.
Are you threatening me?
No.
Do you bite your tongue at me?
No. I bite my thumb at you, sir.
When you say you're threatening me, I think of like the Beavis and
Yeah, that's what I
that
was
guy.
he takes it and looks at it and he says, "This really isn't a dagger. It's really just like a silver butter knife. I don't know why you called it a dagger. I can maybe give you a gold for it."
You 1 gold?
Silver and gold.
Sure, I'll take 1 gold piece. You can
Done.
have it.
Done. So be sure and delete that and add it and do all that good stuff.
Done.
Nice. All right. Anything else you guys want to do in here before you go?
I'm good.
Does anybody need to buy anything from Krink?
Did he refresh his stock since the last time we were in here? 'Cause
Sure.
It still shows that he doesn't. I was just wondering if he had any like healing potions or anything like that.
Yeah, he does have a handful of minor healing potions.
Okay. I would. I'm gonna head back up to the counter because I had stomped off, and say,
Do you have any more of those healing drinks?
Oh, the little red ones.
Yes.
I think I've got a case in just this morning. I believe I have 6 available.
I will take 2.
All right, and that'll be 7 gold, please.
I toss him the stack of 7 gold, put it on the.
And he hands you
On the
over
table.
the potions, and we'll do the.
Sweet.
I'll just drag them right onto you. I may have just given Cadbury one accidentally. All right. Tell me if that went in your inventory.
Yeah, it did.
You got 2 of them.
Cool.
All right. I've still got 4 left. Anybody else need a healing potion?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
All right. Also 7 gold for you.
Phil says to buy him a lockpicking set, and also he will take 2 healing potions. So he had.
Hey, you still have 5 lockpicks. No. Oh, I see that you deleted 2 of them. You still have 3. You still want more?
Lockpicking set, and so he also needs 6 gold from before.
I already gave him. I gave him the 6 gold from before.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he does. So we do want to get him some lock picking. We can do that.
Cool.
Let's see. Where did it go?
Where'd who go?
Them lock picking things, and the other 2 healing potions. So that's gonna be minus 7 gold. And then 1 silver, which I'll delete this way because that'll be easier. And can I just duplicate? That would be easier if I could just duplicate.
He just said he's good, so I don't know if he wants the lockpicks. No.
All right. Well,
Probably just the healing potions.
I got it. It's fine. I just took 1 silver and gave him 1, and it'll be fine. He'll be good. All right.
Okay.
Are you guys all done with Crink?
Yep,
Yes.
all
I think
good.
so.
All right. So we're gonna head back out into town. Is there anywhere else you would like to go in Breach Hill before heading back up? Do you want to head back up to the Citadel? What do you guys
I would like to pop in to talk to Vaz.
pop in and talk to Vaz? All right. That's over at where's it? The Reliant Book Company. And I haven't made a map for the Reliant Book Company yet, so this will still be in the Theater of the Mind. And
I was hoping to not have to talk to Vaz again, but apparently here we are. So
yeah, who goes with him over to see Vaz?
Do you want to continue going as a group?
I'll go with them, but I'm gonna stay outside
Okay.
because I can't
All right.
read.
Yeah. I'll keep Lorat company outside. But we'll be within earshot.
Thank
Phil,
you.
you guys already did rest. This is in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning at this point.
You lost your left hand, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did lose a bet while before bed and got your hand cut off. It was gruesome. Lorik actually bit it off. It was crazy.
I'm heading to the bar.
Okay. Which one?
What was the Widow's Grace? Is it?
Wizard's Grace?
Yeah.
Wizard's Grace. All right. So you head over to Wizard's Grace. Can you get a hook then? We'll talk about it. You'd have to craft it, and it's going to take at least 2 weeks of downtime. All right. So you guys, who all came in?
I think
So
just me.
Lorax outside. Axiom
We're
went to
always
the
outside.
bar. What's that?
I'm outside.
You're
as well.
outside as well. Cadbury, I'll assume would walk in with you because he's that kind of dude.
He's very charming. He try to, good day, ma'am. Interest you in a mint julep?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. So you guys walk in. The little bell tinkles as the door opens up, and Vaz is standing behind the counter with a giant scroll laying on the table, and she looks up, and her face just kind of falls a little bit, and she says, "It's you again. What can I do for you?"
Vaz Lorraine, am I glad to see you?
Oh, really? And why
I need to
is
roll
that?
a deception check. Okay. Crink.
Yeah. You know what? I now that you mention it, I do want you to roll a deception check for that. All right, she believes you. She
All right.
believes you.
Crink. Are you familiar with Crink Twiddletoes?
Oh yes, over at the Quarters and Bits. Fine merchant he is. One of the ones I had to go and see 2 days ago when you were in here trying to ruin my day.
Well, a lot of days have been ruined. But I'm hoping that both of ours can be a little bit better with this meeting.
Oh, really? And what could you possibly do for me?
Well, I know that you collect scrolls. I gesture to the one she's holding.
Which she quickly rolls up and sticks under the table.
Sure. I happen to have a couple of scrolls that I've found in our adventures that have no real use to me, but could be useful to you. And so I take out the scroll of fear and the scroll of alarm.
Okay, and as soon as you take them out, she is knowledgeable enough about the making of magic scrolls and the use of magic scrolls and that sort of thing that she knows exactly what these are before you even lay them out. Like, she doesn't know what spells they are, but she knows 100% that they are magical and that they are valuable. And she gets a little bit of a smirk on just one side, of her face. She's kind of one of those grins. It's like, I am going to take advantage of you if I could possibly do it. And she looks at you and she says, "Oh, you found these, did you? Where did you find these?"
We found these as we were clearing out Citadel Altarian on behalf of Breach Hill.
And as you say that, her eyes get like 3 times the size that they normally are, but she quickly recovers and hopes that you didn't notice that was going on. And she takes
In the process, we killed a Growlodon, saved the Bramble Brashers, and killed a Warg.
Oh, you do like to brag about what you've done, don't you? If I went around telling people the things that I've done,
just because the things you do are boring and lame, like walking around town and buying and selling things, explains enough why you don't brag about it. But in the last 2 days, I've done all that and acquired these scrolls through helping Breach Hill. And now you call to question my morals and intent. That's why I had to tell you what it is that I've done.
Sure. I suppose that I believe you. And what would you like to do with these scrolls?
Well, I think it's possible to have a fair trade with scrolls that contain spells that I know, such that it could open up more casting for me in a given day. Or, if you've got the gold and are willing to part with it, I'd be willing to sell.
I do have a couple of scrolls I may be willing to part with. What did you say these scrolls were of?
These 2 scrolls, one is a scroll of fear, and the other a scroll of alarm.
I can see how those would be useful. What sort of spells does a small-time sorceress like yourself possess?
Would you like me to show you or tell you?
Please, I could stop any magic you cast at me with my scroll of protection. Please just tell me with your words, small one.
I could make use of a charm scroll, or perhaps even a magic missile scroll. Who knows what beast I might next have to take down or charm.
Magic missile, you say? I do believe I had one of those at one point. Give me just a moment to look. And she turns her back on you for a moment and starts ruffling in the drawer behind her. Roll a perception check for me real quick. So as she is turned around from you, as she's looking around, you notice that the hem of her dress is very ragged and dirty, and not at all in keeping with the rest of what's going on with her overall demeanor and near OCD-ness of her look, and you feel like there may even be some blood stains on the hem of her dress. But she quickly turns back around and says, "Yes, I do have 2 scrolls of magic missile."
Ah, would you be willing to trade them for this scroll of fear and scroll of alarm?
I feel that magic missile may be a little more, how shall we say it, useful.
Okay, thank you. And I turn and start walking away.
And she just sticks them back in the drawer and says, "Good day." And she's not super worried about it.
All right, cool. Dunsies. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, you gonna head over to the Wizard's Grace with her?
Yeah, I'm gonna return to wherever the party is.
All right. So everybody's all over at the Wizard's Grace, and they're. I thought we had a map for that.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Sorry, that trip to visit Vaz went about as well as I expected.
Could have been worse.
Hey, look, there's Spidey.
Yeah, it's Bitey. I need to get him a new thing as well. And Alec and Sirali. And now everybody's here.
My old.
You're
thing.
old. It's supposed to auto update the tokens when you change them, but for some reason it will only do it if you refresh while you're on that map. Even though when it refreshes the whole of everything and it takes you back to whatever one's active. So I've not yet figured out how to do that without swapping them out. So you guys are here. It is now about 9:45 after Finiana has walked back across town. Taking her time a little bit. Spending some moments looking at the river, contemplating
Smelling
life.
some roses.
Smelling some roses, adding some color to some stuff as she goes by, doing her thing. She finally comes in, and you heard her say that it went about as well with Vaz as she expected. And at which point Alec is going to look over and says, "You mean the bookseller? I don't trust her."
Yeah, she's awful.
I know, just the worst.
She makes me want to burn down her bookstore.
Oh, that would be unkind and unjust. Unless
What's that tattoo on your shoulder?
Asmodeus is about justice, not just. And then he just kind of trails off because.
So, Alec, what is your reason for being distrusting of the bookseller?
There's just something about her that seems off.
Yeah, she had some bloodstains on her dress. She doesn't seem like the kind of lady that would just walk around with a messed up dress with bloodstains on it. Makes me wonder if she's also got a ward puppy.
Oh, that is a good possibility, says Alec as he kind of just shakes his head at you in confusion.
Hopefully it eats her.
Yes, that would be the best. That would be the best. And so Alec kind of looks at you and says, "You have all promised to help me find my parents' ring. Are we going to go back to the Citadel and look for it?"
Were there any hints in the book?
He pulls out the book and he looks in. He says, "I believe it may be in one of the studies on the lower level."
Are there any traps or hidden surprises we need to be aware of?
Does he know how to get down there? I guess that's really so.
He's already told you that he only has explored as much of Citadel Altarian as you guys have.
We know how to get there if we bring
One of the bramble brashers.
yeah, a piece of parchment and a pen.
Right.
Or, a crayon.
Yeah, I mean, piece of chalk, whatever.
Some ink and a feather.
Yeah, absolutely. A quill
Quill.
from a porcupine.
Some blood.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, whatever you guys want to offer her. Are you guys ready to head back up there then?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me finish my ale.
Gulp, 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 gulp. And
I've actually got chalk on my person, so
nice. Does anybody bring paper?
she can draw it on the stones on the building of Citadel Altarian, right?
I mean, maybe we want to take a map with us. It wouldn't hurt to go grab some parchment or something.
I think she's just giving us directions to the entryway, right?
Are we still at the bar or the tavern?
No.
No, you're up at Citadel Altari.
All right.
Okay. Well, while we were there, I swiped some napkins.
Okay. No,
Because
Perfect.
they can do it on the napkins.
That's absolutely perfect. And as you guys come up the hill, Helba and a couple of her goblin friends are sitting outside the entrance to the Citadel, and they're just kind of staring at you as you walk up, and they wait till you get up in a nice position to all right, or maybe you guys just walk in this formation. Flying V. It's a reverse flying V though.
Yeah.
So you guys come up and Helba goes, hello, Longshanks. I'm glad to see you again. I noticed that you only cleared out the top floor. That's not very helpful, as my palace guard room and tower is in the second floor. But I can tell you how to get down there. If you brought me a paper, I can show you exactly what's going on.
Actually, it might also be helpful for you to send your most trusted warrior with us to help guide us.
Oh, well, you know what? Do you remember we told you about the frog people down there? All of my warriors are too afraid to fight a frog or a monkey. So, plus, I almost forgot. I've got to tell you this. It's very important. And then she just kind of stops for a second and kind of gets shifty-eyed and looks around. And she says, this is a bit embarrassing, but you'll need to know before you go down. And she leans forward conspiratorially. Family friendly. Leans forward, going conspiratorially.
That's what she said.
And she says, you will have to be careful of Big Bramble. And she leans back like she's just told you the most amazing warning of information.
Sorry, what's that?
Big Bramble. He's the Bramble Brush mascot. And she kind of stares off into space. Like that was all the information you could ever possibly need to know. And as you guys just sit and stare at her, it seems like she gets more and more fidgety and uncomfortable. and she starts wringing her hands a lot, and kind of continuing to be shifty-eyed.
Could you please tell us more about Big Bramble?
Yes. Well, Big Bramble was a pet project of Steve, and he caught him as a cub, and brought him in, and we fed him, and we trained him, and we did everything we could, but bears are scary.
Does bears?
Yeah. Big Bramble is a grizzly bear that we have trapped, and when he started eating us, we figured we should just blockade him in and feed him through the wall. But when the cultists came, we just left him down there, so he's probably very hungry and very angry.
So
Or maybe he's been eating occultists.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Or maybe the cultists have taken care of him.
I don't know. Big Bramble was a mean bear. Which is why he's perfect to be the mascot for the Bramble Brushers. Yay! But if you've got a piece of parchment or napkin or filigree, I don't know, something I can draw on, I can make a map for you.
Yep. I'll hand over this napkin. A wad of napkins I got, and some ketchup. I got some of that too.
Helba has a great memory.
Helba, I have a question.
What is your question, Pointy
My
Ears?
question is, okay, this short thing. Just out of curiosity, what good are your warriors if they're scared of everything?
How many goblins have you known?
Just besides the one I'm looking at right now, not too many.
Well,
And I'm not very impressed.
Well, you should be, because if there's lots of us, we can do a lot of damage. But just one, well, we're very tiny, and we're much better with like gears and bombs than we are with swords and spears. But that's why we needed you to clear out the citadel in the first place. Anyway, let me draw this map.
Anyway, draw the map.
And so Helba starts doodling for you, and she comes up with this map here.
I'll have to wait and see what I get because it's nothing on my screen.
Oh, refresh F5, and it should come up then.
Okay.
And if I need to show it a second time so that you see it, I'll do that. Or look at the stream; it'll be there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream.
That is quite a happy bear.
Oh yeah, that's Big Bramble. I drew him happy because that's what I hope he is.
So on the south, that's obviously a skeleton. Like a skull?
I mean, that's where the cultists were, and I figured that they'll probably murder you. So
that's why they're angry. That's why the angry eyebrows.
And
yes.
And at the end of the hallway, those appear to be some vampire teeth.
No, just big pointy teeth, like sharp pointy.
They're just miniature mountains. Is that what those are?
Maybe a rabbit or something. But that's the downstairs. That's where you get to go down, and once you're there, you'll get to the next level, and it'll be super easy.
So, Helba, what are we getting for our trouble here?
Well, I mean, anything you find other than in my royal chambers, you can keep. Whatever you find down there.
Anything we find in your royal chambers, we can keep?
No, anything but my royal chambers.
That's what I heard Helen say.
Yeah, you said
my
anything.
name is Helba.
Didn't you say like one item per your chambers for each person?
No. Besides, Big Bramble is stuck in my chambers, so yeah, you probably won't find anything worthwhile anyhow.
So all the bear scat is yours.
Yeah. No. What? Yes. No. And I'm gonna make that map available to all of you on in the journals page.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3 and Helba's map. Cool. If you just search map at the top, you'll be able to find it, and so you can open that up whenever you need to see it. But this is a good idea of what the lower level looks like, or at least part of it. The Bramble Brashers never really delved down too far in this southern section that Helba didn't draw. She just knows that there's scary stuff there.
Are there any traps or anything that we might be aware of in the section that you have a map for us?
Well, no. I mean, we did find a lot of traps when we first went down. Oh, we
What type of
lost a
traps?
lot of good goblins at that point.
What
Mainly the traps we found were the squishy ones and the pointy ones.
squishy ones and pointy ones, and those were there when you got there.
Yeah, they were already there, and we disarmed them with a lot of different goblins. Yes, with our bodies.
All right, cool.
It was a sad day, that first day in the lower levels, but it's very cozy and dank down there, which is just what goblins like.
Were there any clues to be able to point these out? Like, were there any markers or anything like that?
I don't know. We were just walking around in the dark, and then someone would get squished or stabbed.
No.
So
it's find or function.
There is no light down in the Citadel, lower level of the Citadel, except what you bring with you.
No. Well, I've got a sweet little light spell I can cast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. Try not to be too mean to Big Bramble.
Hey, are you sure there's not anyone that wants to come with us? Maybe someone you don't like? They can lead the way.
No. Half of my goblins still haven't returned from taking your Gralodon down to town.
Oh, well then they're out partying because they've had that taken care of a while ago. So you might want to work on your discipline.
They told me that they had to take a whole wall off of the building.
They put the wall back.
Yeah, they were working on that. Some of them came back, not all of them.
Let's get it. Let's get this thing started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down.
All right, and so after that, she explains to you that on the backside of the Citadel, there's a group of trees with a cave, and if you go into the cave, then you can follow a long stairway down, and you start going. You go around there, and the door is not even locked. It's open, but it was hard to see. Like if Helba hadn't walked you over to it and pointed out exactly where it was, you would have never seen it from up there. And you go down, down into the vault of the Citadel, and you can tell that you're getting deeper and lower into the ground. And as you do, you finally come on a flatter spot. The ground stops getting deeper, and you keep moving forward. And I see some of you are still loading in. And there's Dave. And so now that you're down here, again, there's no light sources in this lower level of the Citadel.
I want to cast light.
On what?
Isn't it just an orb that just follows around? Oh no, I'll pass it. Yeah, I got to cast it on Lorax's axe.
On Lorax's axe?
Yeah, he'll be the light source.
I'm gonna. I'm assuming you ask.
No, I don't even ask because you'll take it.
Wow. Wow.
But I've got night
enchanting it
vision.
with light.
Ooh, there it is.
All right, so you cast light on Lorax's axe.
Like I just quickly do it. I'm like, bam, on there, and you're just like, whoa, amazed.
Somebody I
spiced it up.
was listening to another group go through one of these the other day, and somebody cast light on their goblin friend's nose, and so he couldn't see anything. He was just blinded because there was a bright light right on his nose. All right, so you guys have gotten in there, and as you're getting closer, Alex says, "This is not unusual. The Hell Knights always have an escape plan, always have another way out."
I'm going to go ahead and take my bow out just for kicks and giggles.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I have my axe out because I'm leading the way.
Of course. Laura, you sure you don't want me to get up there in the front with you so I can do some trap perception so you don't get impaled again like we did last time?
Just use your eyes, Elf. Tell me if there's anything.
Before or after you get struck?
Hey, you got struck.
Preferably before.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, just gonna. I don't know if we should. Yeah.
Should I do a perception check for this little corridor we're in, I guess? Or no, is that a what is that?
Well, you can see the best, so I would assume that you would know.
Well, right now, everybody can see about the same because of your light.
Okay.
Or the light that's on you. Finiana, you have light also, don't you? Did you also have that cantrip?
I am capable of casting light, yes.
All right.
I guess I'll do a perception check, see what I can see, if anything
All right.
that's dangerous or
What about God's
hidden.
oboe's sword? Bad guy's sword. Give us some light.
Sure, I'll cast light on anything. I can only cast it once, but
Right, yeah.
No, let's save it.
sorry, I can. It's a cantrip. I can cast it once at any given time.
Right,
Oh.
but when you cast it, it takes light away from whatever thing you had light on before, and puts it on the new thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll a perception check looking for anything dangerous or like traps or something.
Yeah. So you look around and you don't see anything that's what you notice is that the floor is leveling out, and that you can see that that there is clearly a door up ahead, which is interesting because you're in this secret passageway, and so you're trying to figure out like, well, that door is obviously there.
Right. Okay. So yeah.
All right. Who wants to open a door?
I'll lead the way, and we'll go in. Start moving.
We don't have Cadbury here to open doors for us.
I want to prepare to cast electric arc on anything that is scary that I don't recognize on the other side of the door.
Okay, you can do that. The way that perception or initiative works in Pathfinder, though, there's no advantages of that kind of nature.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
yeah.
you could prep a reaction or whatever.
Yeah. The way that you can do it, though, but the way I can make that work for you is if you say that you're doing that and you're prepping a spell and you're getting it ready, then for your initiative, instead of rolling perception, you could roll your magic skill.
Gotcha.
That would be, the way that works in this. Instead of just, the door opens and I throw electric arc, it would give you that ability to roll that. If it's higher than your perception, it might be worthwhile. You're like, I'm getting this ready. I'm ready to go. Oh, okay. Well, now you can roll that. And
Gotcha.
Yeah. I like the way you're thinking, though. No diggity.
So yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
All right. So you open the door, and as your light floods in from the light on your axe, two creatures get roused, and they are not excited. They are very angry, and they start screeching at the top of their lungs. This is what they look like. Beautiful, vibrant colored birds. And they are a little bit bigger than like a peacock, about half again the size of a peacock, and are very, very loud. They're like, ah, 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 and they're just going. Oh gosh.
There could be some type of warning.
Yeah, that kind of is the perception that you get. Is that these guys were left here on purpose as a warning system.
I'm gonna try and throw a javelin at one of them.
Well, first, we're going to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Holy schmoly.
Welcome, Phil. Welcome to battle.
Yeah, that's a great way to come in.
One-handed and at the beginning of a battle.
Am I really one-handed, guys?
Yeah.
What happened?
I told you, Laura.
You had too much mead.
I didn't have enough meat in person for that.
Are you loaded in enough? Oh, no.
Not yet.
I'll go ahead and roll for you then. Hey, you get to go first.
Everybody else roll bad, or that's roll really good?
You just have a plus 11 for your initiative,
I do.
which is
That's
real
crazy.
high. I don't even know how that works.
What
I
is
really
your-
want to go first.
There's a
Alright.
couple birds, all screechy and stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what are we fighting?
Birds.
We don't know what we're fighting at because nobody's done any investigative reporting.
Mm.
That's normally what I do because I'm not a fighter.
Can
I'm a
I see
lover.
my page? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, here we go. I'm in. Now, where are the birds? Are they in here? The room right here?
Straight ahead.
They were in
Yeah.
the room when it happened.
Yes.
Wow. Camel nerd.
More of
careful.
a.
So, by the way, I figured out that if I give everything a name that's not what their creature status is, then you just know that it's a creature with that name and have to do more research.
So from right here, can I see any of them? Because I don't see any of them. Is that a thing? Am I missing them?
If you can't see them, you can't see them.
Well, I didn't know if like they were not loading in or not. I didn't know
No.
if they were like right in front of me. So we heard a squawk, and then we're like, "Let's fight it." Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Well,
kind of
they-
confused.
they-
So I can't see anyone to the east of me.
To the east.
Click on your character.
Anyone? They are. So it was Axiom being in line made the birds appear because he's got much further vision. They weren't actually in the light yet, and that was my fault because I just thought it was the dimness from his light that was causing them to show up on the map. I moved them up one square so that you could see them. Or two
Sorry.
squares.
So is there someone to the east of me, and should I be able to see them?
If you cannot see them, then you cannot see them.
Right. So I can't see Lorak from where I am.
Oh yeah, no, you should see Lorak. He is,
Right, and I can't see Lorak.
He's 3 squares east of you.
What
Okay.
light
So
is that
if I can't see him,
I will try a refresh F5.
I feel like I've had this problem for the entire game so far, like not being able to see stuff that I feel like.
There was an update to the Pathfinder system for Foundry that may let us move up to the next level or to the beta that has a lot of the mods built in instead of needing modules for them. And so I'm going to try again this week and see if I can make that a thing. That
No
works.
problem.
I just realized the names of these birds.
Oh, okay, cool. I can see now. Great, thank you.
I'm gonna do a nature check to see if I can figure something out about
so
these things.
recall knowledge.
Recon knowledge, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. What is your what's your nature modifier?
Hold on, I gotta get in my character sheet now.
Oof, I'm gonna go ahead and look myself because. All right.
+3.
Okay. So you look in there and you kind of squint and you see these massive birds, and as you start looking at them, you realize that without a doubt they are not from around here. They have a very tropical feel to them. And as you are staring at them, you see that there is something going on with the way that they're moving. There's a shimmering happening on their feathers that doesn't seem like a normal kind of bird thing that might be happening.
Okay. Do I have anything in my... Hold on. That's a lot of silver packs.
So you moved, and you...
I moved to that.
Yeah. And by the way, if you want to take each of your silvers and just count them up and add them to your 1 silver and then delete the rest of them,
I will do that eventually.
then you won't have so many of those in there.
I just forgot about them. I'm gonna end my turn there, but I also don't have a button for it. So.
Oh, it's because I hadn't begun combat.
Okay, cool.
Now you have a button. Oh. And then I click the button for you. All right, so it is the first bird's turn, and I just named these birds for right now after my own birds, but that's not really their names.
I like Hedwig and Bilbo.
Yeah, me too. They're my favorite birds, except they don't like me a whole lot. They just run away from me, and it makes me sad.
Also, we still have Alec on our team?
Yeah, he's with us. We're looking for his ring.
Y'all are looking for his family's ring.
I didn't know if we found it or not.
I gave him one of your gold that you were supposed to get from the Growlodon.
That's fine. I'm sure that's fine.
Actually, if you haven't, you need to add 6 gold to your...
Patrick did it. I heard.
I did.
Cool. So that's Hedwig's turn to come and attack me, probably.
So, Hedwig is going to fly up and it's going to take him 2 moves to get all the way to you. And when he gets up there, apparently I've got them backwards on the
pedestal.
On the thing. So when he gets up there to you, he very quickly reaches out and just pecks you as hard as he can, or pecks at you as hard as he can. And he rolls a 19, which is going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And so he pecks at you and hits you for 3 damage.
Jeez.
That's piercing.
It's a good start.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got here. Guys.
And he's still just screeching, but that's going to be the end of his turn. Finiana.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the one that I can see. The other northern one.
Northern.
And because there are 2 people between you and him, he is going to get a bonus to his defense, but it is not going to matter. That is a clean hit for 7 cold damage.
And if it's a flying type and now it's an ice type attacking it, then it's got double.
So it was clean, but not necessarily a crit.
It was not a crit, no.
Okay, cool. And I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
So that's going to be my turn.
Sorrel.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shield up.
Oh, yeah.
That's just what I'm good at. And then I have a +4 to my nature. I'm going to see if I can recognize any weaknesses or anything that Cadbury couldn't figure out.
Yeah. So we get a roll in there for you. So as you're looking in there at them, you see that you don't know that they've got any real weaknesses, and they're still squeaking really, really loudly. The biggest thing that you're going to find out is that they have got to be very far away from their natural habitat. And one of the things that these birds are known for, are bred for, is that they are bred to be guard birds.
Guard birds.
Guard birds, yeah. They're bred to be guard birds, and they're from the Mugwai Expanse. Mugwangi? The Mwangi.
Magwai.
Mugwangi. Magwai.
Magwangi.
Why?
What do you guys? What do you think?
I'm gonna say it's just the letter Q. It sounds like the letter Q.
Yeah. It's actually 3 Qs, but the second and third are silent.
Right.
Mwangi? Yeah.
Mwangi.
Sure.
Mwangi. They're definitely from the Mwangi Expanse, and they are cranky and frustrated because they're used to being able to fly wherever they want to go. But they are well trained, and they will fight to the death.
Pronounced Mwangi.
Mwangi?
You know,
Mwangi. Yeah.
Mwangi.
so I feel like if someone sings to them, they go to sleep.
Lorak.
No. Not happening, sorry. Hello,
Moto.
I guess that's it for me. I think let me go to my next turn. There you go. It's now Axiom's turn.
All right, I am going to. I can only see one of the birds, so I'm going to target him.
Using your hunt prey?
That's correct. So wait a minute, I got to click on him.
You hover over him, and then click your button.
Right. I always forget that. Okay. Cool.
Were you actually going to hunt prey?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Well, all you did was alt-click on him. You want to hover over and click your 2 on your...
I did. I thought I did.
Oh. Huh. It didn't pop up the... icon. It's fine. Well, he's hunted. I got you. We're good.
All right. So I'm going to take a shot. So...
There is an arrow in the macro. So, all right.
All right. I guess I can... Well, I don't want to... Because I got 3 people in front of me.
Yeah, so he's going to have a pretty significant bonus to his defense.
Oh, what if I... can I move? I want to move in front of Finiana. I guess... Can I do that? I guess, yeah.
You could move into the hall if you take a diagonal on that last one as you go through the door and get right beside Cadbury. Or you can do that. That would be fine as well.
Yeah, I'll move into the hall. What the heck?
Because you got 25 speed, right? Oh, 30 speed. Yeah, you can definitely get there.
Yeah.
To right here.
Okay. I'm just trying to... Oh, the bird's right up on him. Oh, wow. Okay. So... All right, I'm gonna take a shot here.
All right, which bird are you shooting?
The one that's
Bilbo.
To the east of me.
Yeah. All right, and you're gonna use your.
I'm using hunted prey.
You hunt prey. You hunted prey. You made a move action, and now are you gonna use your hunted shot?
I am.
All right, so you have 2 attacks.
All right, so here we go. First shot up
with the multi-attack penalty. Now, as a reminder. His armor class is going to be down 2, or you're going to get a +2 circumstance bonus to shooting him because he's your hunted prey. We've not been making sure that was happening, and so we're going to make sure it's happening now. So because you have the flurry trait as your ranger trait, because you're doing a multi-attack on him, your second attack is only going to be for your second attack. You get a bonus. So your first attack is normal. Second attack there's a bonus. So go ahead and roll. The first attack, and that is going to be a miss.
Of course.
And so roll your second attack, and that is going to be a critical miss.
How come he didn't get the status chin?
It only shows up for whoever rolls it.
Oh, good to know. Oh, that's really good to know.
It like whispers it to you or something.
Yeah, it only tells you.
So, meta question here.
Yes.
If he uses a hero point to re-roll that?
He would only get to re-roll the last thing he rolled.
Okay.
Good question, though.
Yeah, there's none. All right, I think that's my last move.
All right.
I believe.
And so it is now going to be the other bird's turn, and he's going to run up. Oh, that didn't do it. He's going to run up or fly up 15 feet, and let's see. Yeah, and he is going to use Dazzling Display, where he is going to flap and mesmerizing wings, and all creatures within 15 feet that can see the Emperor Bird must attempt a DC 19 will save. So that's going to be the two of you, yep. Cadbury and Axiom.
Is Cadbury blocking my view?
You're not within 15 feet.
Oh, I'm not.
So what do we have to roll again?
A will save. So if you, yeah. And Cadbury blinks just in time. And Axiom also shields his eyes. And made Bilbo's turn completely useless. So
nice.
Bilbo flies up and starts shaking his wings and dancing and spinning and doing all the things, and you guys just kind of like, what?
Whatever.
I'm impressed.
Totally.
And that's his turn.
Killer.
Lorak.
All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is just charge past. Well, actually, could I attack this one right here diagonally to me?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. I wasn't sure because he has like the doors in the way or not. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this one right here first. So that's my first action.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna swipe with my great axe. Damn.
And so you reach through the door.
Dang. I mean, dang.
You reach
dang
through
on,
the
dang
door
on.
with your great axe, and you go in, and the bird just kind of dodges out of the way. Probably because of such tight quarters. Like I'm assuming it's because you're trying to swing through a doorway that you missed him.
All right, and then I'm gonna realizing that I'm gonna move myself and go here for my second action, and I'm gonna take one more swing.
Okay.
For my second attack. Oh, come on.
And that time, Sadness Chan talks to you. And so you say, oh, the stupid door's in the way. And you run over Cadbury, or probably just jump right over his head, ran around and swung at the bird again. And it saw what you were doing from a mile away. And so it just flew up out of the reach of your axe super quick.
And that's where I change my dice and end my turn.
Anytime you're going to change your dice.
Now it's Alex's turn. And because he's wearing his full plate mail, he is a little slow. So he's going to take two actions to run up. One. And he's going to get right here. And is going to attack this bird, Hedwig. I shouldn't have named them after my birds. It makes me sad.
Yeah, I was about to say. Like, I can't imagine this.
That's fine. So he's going to swing his great sword at him and is going to hit. So he runs up, dodges over Cadbury, swings into the corner, and now that bird is trapped. And even though he is flanked on three sides, he is not flat-footed because
there's a wall.
There's a wall. And he's going to do some damage, and he's going to hit him for 9 damage, which hurts the bird, but not nearly as much as you would have hoped. And that is going to be Alex's turn.
All right,
And we're back
I got
at
a
the top of the
question.
order.
I got a question.
Where's the combat music? I know. I don't know where it is.
No. Where are we?
We're in the basement.
Who are we?
Yeah, the second story. Of
Who is Gamora? Why is Gamora? Why are we? There he is.
What color?
I'm going to use my quick draw ability to draw out my long sword. Can I? Is that just in my inventory?
What longsword?
I got one last week.
You lost that with your hand.
That's not even funny.
Yeah, your dad cut it off,
Gone.
but you thought he was dead, so it was crazy.
What?
No, I can get you a longsword. I didn't.
Yeah.
Somehow you didn't get it.
It might have been lost in the whole.
Yeah, was it a regular longsword or a silver
Yeah,
longsword? It was a
I
silver
think it was a
longsword.
It was a +2 striking longsword.
It was a silver longsword.
Whatever the best one there is, that's what it was.
Actually, I do recall it being silver.
Yeah,
It
because
was
all
silver.
of those weapons that you got out of that
Were silver.
Were silver.
Cool.
Alright.
Are you strong enough to wield something that's like 3 times the size of you?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, his rolls
This is
will tell us whether he is or
Fantasy
not.
role
It's the
play,
same-
guys.
It's the same length as him.
Oh, okay.
Is there a weight?
No, you're either trained or untrained
Yeah.
with the weapon.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of weapon it is. Like simple martial.
Oh wow.
And
So
longsword's
basically-
a martial weapon, right?
I don't know.
I mean, if an ogre dropped an ogre sword, like,
There are
probably
there
wouldn't be
is
able
a-
to wield.
Yeah,
the
there
ogre
is
sword.
a trait for huge weapons as well. Like if it's got the huge trait, that's a different thing.
So basically, that sword's dragging the ground everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
Nah, it's fine.
I think I need to look that up real quick.
Well then, I'll just leave that in my backpack or wherever it is. And I'll draw my short sword like usual.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And because I can do that one turn, this is my first turn. Wow.
Longsword
I
is,
didn't target.
is a martial weapon, by the way.
You say it is?
Yeah,
Is he trained in martial weapons?
I do believe I am.
probably.
No. Untrained in martial weapons. He's only trained in simple weapons.
Oh.
So what does that mean? Does it mean that you can't wield it, or is it just it does less damage? Or
I believe he just doesn't get the bonus for it. Let's look it up. Is it on my GM screen?
This is what we do this for. Figure it out.
Actions and skills. Maybe. My acrobat is being super weird. I'm gonna have to look at Nethys.
You have an acrobat in your room?
Yeah.
It's Cirque du Soleil.
Ole.
Yeah, you just don't get your modifier when
ole,
attacking
ole.
with it.
Oh, okay. So it's just whatever the initial roll is.
Thank
Right,
you.
because you don't have proficiency using the thing. So you don't add your proficiency bonus to the attack. I just Googled it. I didn't look through our books or anything.
I just Googled
It could be wrong. But that seems logical.
I mean, yeah.
Trying to see.
Because, like, I can pick up a brick and throw it. I'm not going to get a proficiency bonus to brick throwing.
You never know that. You could have been a mason.
You're right. I could.
It is one of the backgrounds you can choose. So yeah, so we'll say you could use it, but it would be hard to hit with it.
I'll just use my short sword.
Sword. Use my broadsword.
I wish I had a broadsword. I'm on one. I did 6.
Yeah, you missed.
So I'm gonna just throw it again with my secondary attack.
Your broadsword.
And
Since I'm just going crazy, I'm just gonna smack it again.
and
Wow.
this time you critically miss.
Get all those rolls out of the way.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. All right.
Where's that
well,
native 20
natural?
or whatever?
Native is
Nat 20? Native 20?
It
That doesn't-
prefers indigenous 20.
Yeah,
Uh,
very.
so Hedwig, all stuck up in the corner over here, decides the only thing that makes sense to do is to dance. So, actually, let me look at this real quick. Oh yeah, we're gonna do tail lash. That's gonna be more fun. Emperor Bird makes tail strikes against 2 different creatures within reach. The multi-attack penalty does not increase until it has finished both attacks. So he's going to try for the last 2 that tried to attack him, which are the Cadberries. So here's a tail strike against you. There's going to be a hit. And Alec. And he is going to miss Alec. So he will do damage to
me and me alone.
The Cadbury for 9 points of damage.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Yes, please.
And so it's gonna hurt you a little bit, and then he's gonna try and hit Alec one more time using his beak this time, taking that multi-attack penalty. The other was a 2-action thing, so this will be his last action. And he's going to hit Alec.
Dang.
And do 5 points of damage. Piercing. Let me double check. Yeah, no mutants, right. So Alec will take that. And it doesn't look like that really phased Alec at all.
Definitely not.
And now it's Finiana's turn.
I'm going to move to here. Move to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to press down B and cast Electric Arc on both of the birds. So they get a reflex save. Or
And,
hopefully.
The first one manages to save, and the second one nearly critically saves.
Nearly.
Hey, all right. Well, that's
Apparently, these birds can move, which is weird because they can't fly very far at one time.
So they take no damage.
Right? So
Sorry.
wait,
I
no,
should
you're
know
right.
this.
It's a basic save. So they should take. A critical save is no damage. A save is half damage. No
Right.
save.
So
is-
one of them
is
takes
full damage.
half damage.
Both of them take half damage.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said that the.
It was a nearly.
Nearly.
Oh, nearly. Okay. Cool.
Nearly.
Damage.
Cool, cool.
And do I roll a second damage? So the first one took 3.
No,
Or
you
do
roll
we just
damage.
apply-
You damage one time,
Okay. Cool.
and so they'll both take half damage from that.
All right. Groovy. That then is my turn.
Yeah. Thank you for calling that because I just forgot. But that's how, with anything that's a basic save, a failure takes full damage, a crit fail takes double damage, a success is half damage, and a critical success is 0 damage,
Cool. Thanks.
or some variation of that, depending on what you're actually doing. So there you go. Good job,
Word.
Sorali.
Yes.
It's your
I'm
turn.
reading. I know. I'm reading something.
Oh, okay. Is it Harry Potter?
No. I was just trying to I'm kind of I'm trying to find a way to make myself useful, during battles because I'm not really a battle person.
Yeah. I mean, you could always use your ward or your guidance to help somebody do stuff.
Yeah, I was looking at the ward and it's but it's only from a target enemy and I can only cast it once, right?
Well, that is a cantrip, so you can cast it every time you go. Like cantrips are something you can just do.
Okay, well then
typically when you do it like light, you can cast it as many times a day as you want. But when you cast it here, it goes away from there. So you can move the light. With this, only one person can have your ward at a time.
Okay. Well, I am going to cast. I'm gonna take because it's 2 actions. I'll cast Forbidding Ward on Axiom since he's next.
On Axiom, and for which bird?
Preferably the one I have targeted.
Yeah, the one he's got hunting prey on.
Okay, so you get a +1 to your armor class if Bilbo tries to attack you.
Yes.
All right, and then are you going to put your shield back up?
Always.
All right, so there's your 3 actions. And Axiom.
Okay. I am going to take another shot at this bird here in front of me that I've got targeted.
Okay.
Shot number 1.
Was that just a regular shot, or were you trying to use your hunted shot?
I forgot to use the hunted shot, so.
You just need to remember to say it. If your thought was that you were using it, then we'll continue with it. Go ahead and roll your next attack.
Okay. So I guess I missed him.
No, you hit.
Next attack coming down.
And on the next one you did miss. And the reason why with your hunted shot you shoot 2 times first is because you add those damages together if they work for purposes of resistance. So if you did 1 damage and then 8 damage, but they have a resistance of 5, then your 1 would get completely negated if you did it separately. But if you do them together, like with a hunted shot, then it becomes 9, and you still do 4 damage instead of the 3 damage that you would have done if you took 2 separate attacks. So that's why it's important to see if you got both of them first when you do it. So go ahead and roll me damage for the one that you did hit.
All right. me and my 1 damage.
My goodness. I feel like you gotta use a hero point on that.
Oh my God.
Alright, so he's gonna take that 1 damage, and he's still looking pretty healthy.
All right. I got 1 more action left.
No, you have 2 more actions left. That was 1 action.
All right. I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Okay.
And I can I use hunted shot here?
Well, you can only use hunted shot once per turn.
All right, cool. Then I won't use it here. I'll just take a regular shot. So I'm going back to +8 or -2.
You go all the way down to your 3rd one.
Okay, here we go. Nat 20, baby. There it is.
And that is going to be a critical hit.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Come on, give me that +1.
Here you go.
All right, and
So 12.
Mm-hmm.
that hurt him. It made him sad and angry, and start screeching even louder. But he is still standing.
And 5 skeletons appear.
I'm still standing.
All right. And I've still got 1 action left, I believe.
Correct.
So I can do another strike.
Absolutely, and it's still going to be with your 3rd one on 3rd one down.
All right, let's go.
Nat 20?
No, not 20. And even if I add in the 2 for your hunted shot for your flurry, or hunted prey and flurry, you still would have missed him. But it was a valiant effort and a good turn.
All right, let's send that turn then.
All right. Bilbo, being very angry, is going to fly right over up in your face and is going to use his tail lash, which is going to allow him to attack 2 different adjacent creatures. And he's going to attack you first, Axiom. Going to attack Axiom first.
Of course.
And is going to hit, and then he is also going to attack Alec, and is a hit, and so he's going to do damage of 4 to the both of you, and that is Bilbo's turn. And Lorak is up.
First thing I'm gonna do is go into a rage because I missed so hard.
Okay.
Draconic rage, to clarify.
And so Lorak starts to scream and then immediately shuts off his scream, goes completely silent, and bursts into flame.
Yes.
I can just
I
see
do
it.
that.
Ah! And then fire. Like Ace Ventura sliding the glass door.
I'm gonna attack this the same one that I missed
Okay.
because I'm just so furious.
Furious.
And that is going to be a miss.
Oh, it didn't target him. Sorry about that. Dang.
You have one more action.
I'm gonna try again. Yeah.
And you just do miss.
Yeah.
So you burst into flame after making your silent yell, and you swing, and he dodges, and you swing again, and you just do barely miss the tip of his tail.
And as I'm doing that, I scream out,
I can't see anything with this light on my axe.
Well, too bad. So sad.
and that's my turn.
All right. And it is Alex's turn, and he is not happy because these birds have been attacking him every which way.
They're still here. That's why he's mad.
Yeah, that's fair. And so he is going to do. Hold on a sec, I'm reading. He's going to kind of get a little angry and frustrated, and he's going to mumble something in Infernal, and it's all very guttural, and he pulls his sword up high over his head, and he comes down with an intimidating strike. And what that's going to do, it's going to be a regular attack, but if he hits, he's also going to cause frightened condition on the bird. So he's going to attack, and it is a hit.
They're startled now.
For 8 damage.
Startled.
And so it is. Oh wait, no, not Alec. Heal him back up those 8 points. Deal damage to the bird. There you go. All right, so he does that, and then the bird also is going to get frightened. If I can find frightened, which will give him a -1 to all of his rolls. So any saves or attack or defense, anything like that. And then he is going to swing at the other bird that tried to attack him as well. This time using just a regular strike. And is also going to hit, dealing 13 damage. And so Alec spins around and just slices the bird straight out of the air, reducing it to 0 hit points and causing a bloody splatter to go flying across the room, and that is going to be the end of Alec's turn.
I'm gonna do what he did.
You're going to use intimidating strike?
No. I'm going to go ahead and swing for this bird and hopefully get. Yeah. I'm back. Let's go.
All right. So roll me some damage.
And it's a critical one, right? Yeah.
Or just roll the regular one and we'll double it.
I was really critical.
All right. So that's going to do 12 damage. Tell me what happens.
So seeing Alec, what'd you say?
I do what he does, you said.
I do what he does. I follow his lead with his sword. He swings up and goes down. Have you ever played Smash Brothers with Link? And you do the move where you
Meta.
go up with
That's too meta.
with the thing.
That's too meta.
But, so what do you do? That
I just go up with the sword. That's all I'm trying to say.
up with the sword.
What? Are you singing? Are you singing my victory?
I mean, that's how cool it
And
was.
and that ends the current combat.
Too meta. What are you talking about?
I'm saying
I'm fine. All right.
We should probably prepare quickly for something to come.
probably.
These warning birds were surely notifying
A
someone
warning.
that we're here.
yeah.
I like
you need to drop yourself out of rage there as well. Because you don't see any more enemies.
I'd like to see if I can retrieve any arrows. If I could.
Yeah, roll me a survival check.
Survival check. Here we go.
Yeah, you can get 2 arrows back.
Sounds good.
All right. So Alec looks at you guys and says, once again, you have done well in combat. But these birds must have been here for a reason, and their shrieks have surely alerted the monkeys and the frogs.
Sorry, what?
What the Bramble Brashers told us.
Oh. Cool.
So what are you guys going to do?
I would like to cast Detect Magic and ignore any magic that I know we are wielding
Okay.
within a 30-foot range.
Yeah, let me look at it 30 feet from you. You get the impression that there are definitely some magical items somewhere, but it's a very vague, very, very weak detection that you're sensing.
Great. I would also like to take a couple of the very colorful feathers from these birds.
Like, how long do you want to spend doing that?
Like, I want to. If I can't yank them out, I'll probably just leave them. But I reckon I can probably. I'm going to try to yank a couple of feathers out. So
Okay, yeah, just a minute or two. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me a
Do acrobat.
give me a nature roll or a survival, whichever one you like better. Yeah, you can grab as many feathers as you want. They just kind of pull loose.
great. Rip out some feathers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'd like to see if there's anything in this hallway worth exploring or
Let's
checking
look
out.
at the map that we got. That
Yeah, according to this map, we should probably
not go south.
prioritize north.
Sorry, what map?
Helba drew us a map.
That is adorable. I love that so much.
Philip's going to get his first tattoo of a big bramble.
Oh, also, Big Bramble is a bear, and is it was eating all of Helba's bramble brashers. So we have to try and watch out for it. Is what she said.
So, are we looking to take this first hallway to the north? or are we
How
gonna-
far? Yeah, how far down this hallway can we see?
Depends on who you are.
Is it because of a lack of light that we cannot see further down this hall?
Yes.
Great. Does someone?
Does someone have a copper piece that I can have?
Yeah, I mean, like a coin.
Yeah, a copper
Yeah, I got
coin.
one. I got one.
Okay.
I want to cast light on the coin and throw it down the hallway.
All right, give me a second to
Figure out how to do that.
to make that happen. No, I just got to make an item real quick.
Okay.
How far does he throw it?
20-foot radius. Oh wait,
No,
no.
the light emanates in a 20-foot radius. I'm just gonna throw it down the hall. I don't know how long the hallway goes. I'm just gonna throw it.
Roll me an athletics check for your throw.
Throw it, check. See how I throw.
Wow.
Save that nat 20, bro. Dang.
I don't know how. So what happens
So,
as I critically succeed at throwing a copper coin?
You throw your copper coin
Through the wall.
down no, through the wall. I don't know why it's not letting me.
It lands in a pile of gold, doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna see if it'll let me do this. All right, it's gonna be this dagger is gonna be your coin, so you know. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's not really a dagger. Let's see.
It's a very sharp
Can I
coin.
hide it? Oh, if I hide it, the light goes away. So you
Touch the dagger.
You throw the coin all the way down. It lands and it rolls right through this open door at the end of the hallway.
Oh, I love that.
And it comes to rest about here.
Revealing something?
Revealing something sitting on a table down there. But it's pretty far away. It's far enough away that you can't really see what's going down there. You just know that it seemed to have gone. It got bright, and then it got dimmer as it went through the doorway because now you get less of the light back from it.
Elf, use your elf eyes to see.
Do I see the thing at the end of the hallway?
You can see that there's something there, but you can't make out what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot it with a ray of frost.
Hold on, let me see if I can see it. Why are you being so aggressive for, Finney?
I'm gonna try to shoot it with a ray of frost.
Go for it. Ray of Frost does a reflex save, correct?
No, sorry,
so
I have
attack-
to make
do an
a spell
attack
attack roll.
Which is going to be a hit. Did you target it? Who do you have targeted?
Oh, what did I target then?
I
Did I
don't
target
know.
myself?
Yeah, let's have.
Okay, well, either way, I rolled a 27.
You rolled a
so-
27. It is a hit, but not a critical hit. Go ahead and roll some damage. And 6 damage, which is going to initiate combat.
Ooh.
For it and all of you. I mean to close you out there, Dave. I'm sorry.
The door closes.
The door closes.
Sorry.
Is the bartender here? That's good. And
that was not critical, right?
That was not critical. It was
Okay,
it was
cool.
just I don't know what you had targeted.
Cool.
And before initiative rolls, as this gets started, this thing is going to jump down and run all the way to just outside the door, which is one move action or two move or one turn's worth of move actions for it to get where it doesn't take you guys 3 turns to actually get to him. And as he's doing that, emanating
I'm cool with
from
3
this,
turns of shooting rays of frost at it.
yes. As this happens, hey Fuller, you can't be moving right now.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm going back. Calm down.
We're in initiative.
Go back,
Whatever.
calm down.
As it starts running forward, it is screaming in Infernal. Do any of you guys know Infernal?
No.
Alec does.
Alec does. And it starts screaming, over and over again, the same thing, except instead of that deep guttural voice that I just used, it uses a very high-pitched guttural voice, because it's a very small wooden doll
Well, I'm going to have nightmares.
that is running at you. Let me give you guys a quick peek as to what this guy looks like. If I can spell doll correctly. Yeah.
He talks just like this.
And so there he is.
Oh,
and
okay.
he is running at you,
That's not Pinocchio.
screaming as hard as he can.
That is
And Alec says quickly, "It's screaming, take me with you."
Tell
And
him to stop.
That's what it keeps screaming over and over again is take me with you in Infernal. And with that, let us roll our initiative.
I'll be back real quick. 1 sec.
Who rolled nat 20?
Looks like I'm. Oh, lovely.
And the
It was
Soulbound
Alec that
doll
rolled the nat 20.
gets to go first.
Wow.
And let me see one thing real quick with him. The range of this. Where do you see? Oh, there it is. The range is 120 feet.
Yeah, 120 feet.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
What? That's normal. Like a longbow can shoot 120 feet.
Oh, you're shooting. I thought you were moving.
No, shooting. And what he's gonna do is shoot a ray of chilling darkness down the hall back at Finiana.
Fair enough.
And this is what chilling darkness says. Shoot a ray, utterly cold ray of darkness tinged with unholy energy. Make a ranged spell attack against the target and deal 5d6 cold damage.
Nice. 5d6.
Plus 5d6 evil damage if the target is a celestial, which you're not.
That's good, I guess.
That's good. If it passes through an area of magical light or targets a creature affected by magical light, the chilling darkness attempts to counteract the light. If you need to determine whether the ray passes through the area of light, draw a line between yourself and the spell's target. It is not going to pass through any of the light sources that you guys have set up.
I don't understand. I thought Lorak's axe.
Lorak is not in line.
But the light is emanating in a 20-foot radius.
Oh, is it if it passes through the light at all? That's a good point. I guess if it goes through the light. I was thinking
An
it had to
area
go through the source of the light.
Of magical.
But it's an area of magical light. So yeah, it will try to also disrupt and drop you guys in darkness.
See? It's a good thing I put on your axe.
If you
What?
need to determine whether the ray passes, draw a line between yours. Yeah.
So he's going to roll his attack and is going to roll a critical miss. And he's going to be very sad about that because he only gets to try that once.
Thank goodness for that light being in the way.
Yeah.
That's a very mean thing Sadness Chan just said to me. It said, I think your parents also rolled a nat 1 when you were born.
Wow, this doll
Ooh.
just got
That hurts
big
me.
oof.
That hurts me. So he does that, and that was...
They rolled nat 1 with your charisma. It's okay.
Oh.
Hey, they rolled a nat 1 with my height, so
that was 2 actions, and for the last one, he is just going to run one up to here.
So if he's running, do we all just hear like
And as he runs, he just keeps saying in Infernal.
Take me with you, right?
Take me with you.
I mean, maybe out and talk to him.
He just wants someone to love.
Yeah.
And that's his turn. Alec, on his turn, says, "This thing is an abomination," and starts just charging towards it.
All right, he gonna die.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It takes him 2 actions to get all the way to him, and then he is going to strike with his greatsword, successfully hitting. And so Alec runs up and just swings his sword like a cricket bat, trying to take this guy out, and catches him right in the doll parts, doing 8 points of damage. And with the frost ray that hit him before, and this, the doll is starting to look a little ragged, but it just keeps screaming over and over and over. And that's gonna be Alex's turn.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach in my bag and grab out a one of my healing potions.
All right, is that in a book bag? Like it's in your backpack?
It's in my backpack.
That's going to take 2 actions, because with a backpack, you have to actually put it on the ground. So it's an action to take it off your back and put it on the ground, an action to get the thing out. When you want to pick your backpack up, it's going to be another action.
I will take all my turns to do all of this.
Yeah.
I will set it back down, pick myself up, and then just...
Well, you haven't picked it back up yet, because 1 action to take the backpack off, 1 action to go in the backpack, 1 action to drink the potion. Your backpack's still on the floor.
So I'm sitting on the floor like this, like over the bag.
Yeah.
That's weird. Well, I'm here, guys.
Well,
Sorry.
you're not sitting on the floor. Just the bag's on the floor.
I mean, if I'm near...
At this point, I'll say you should probably buy a potion bandolier or a potion belt if you're going to try and drink potions in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
Silly.
I just don't want to die this time.
No. I think you did a great job. I think it was a worthwhile thing. It looks like this is handled. I'm not mad about what you're doing at all.
Yeah, no, me neither. I have my button for next. Who's next? I can't see.
Finiana.
I want to
Party
classically.
all the time, party all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another Ray of Frost.
And another fantastic hit.
That's Eddie Murphy. Party all the time.
Yeah. Dealing.
And does it take 1 action to do that investigation of it?
Yeah.
Okay. And sorry, what skill was that?
It is recall knowledge.
Okay, so it's a perception or D20 or...
Well, that is
nature.
well,
I think,
it's
right?
not always nature. It's based on what the thing is. I would guess that you will probably want to roll.
So all my magic-based
either
stuff is...
occultism
Okay.
Or maybe society. Well, that's about the same. I'm trying to see if you got a high
Arcana.
Well, his arcana and his occultism and his
Yeah, it's
society. All the
almost-
ones that I would say are what you should roll.
Cool.
Are low. But yeah, go ahead and give me a roll on that.
Let's hit it.
Actually, yeah.
What do I get?
That's fine. Yeah, so this is a soulbound doll. It actually was created by one of the Hell Knight Armiger or lictors. That's what it's called, a lictor that that lived here in the Citadel, and it actually took the soul from another Hell Knight as he was dying and stuck it into this doll.
Wow.
The dolls themselves aren't inherently evil, but they do take on the nature and personality of the soul that goes in it. And so this soul was ripped out of a Hell Knight and stuffed into this doll. And then 7 years ago, when the Hell Knights left, the lictor was informed by the higher ups that he could either destroy it or leave it, but it couldn't come with him to Varissia. And so he chose to leave it because he couldn't stand the thought of destroying his helper.
Wow.
And
Deep.
And now we're going to.
and now you got
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
yeah.
That's my turn. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to use my sudden charge ability.
All right.
Which
It's going to take 2 move actions
Yep.
and
but
then
I
an
will,
attack.
I will get up to him. Or it. Whatever it is. And then I'm gonna attack. And hit it. Yeah.
Hey.
Also hit Hedwig. Woo.
Way back there. Yeah. All right. So you hit him. Go ahead and deal some damage.
I can't see Hedwig to detarget him. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, damage.
All right. So tell me what happens.
I basically, still kind of tired from my previous rage, but grew the strength to sprint down the hallway, and at the end of my sprint, I guess I would jump in the air and just come down. Oh, this is a little tiny doll, right?
Yeah.
I guess I would just take my axe and like flip it so it's like the face comes down on the on the doll and just try and flatten it.
Yeah.
I don't know. How
Yeah,
that works,
no,
but...
and as you do, you pick your axe back up, and the splintered little remains of this doll laying there on the floor turns its head just slightly to meet its eyes with yours, and says one last time as the life fades from it, throwing you guys back out of combat.
Well, that was awful.
Don't cast any spells anymore down any hallways.
What are you talking about? If I hadn't hit that thing, who knows what would have happened?
Whatever.
I think you did a good job. I mean, I didn't know. I'm outside in the hallway, but that's all right.
I'm gonna open the door.
Oh,
Necessarily? Okay, there you go.
There you go. Hey, what's up, guys? What'd I miss?
Lots.
Nightmare fuel. Hey, but we found a cool doll.
No.
Nice.
No. We're not keeping the doll.
Can Cadbury carry it?
Do you want
I'm
it?
not carrying it.
It's just splinters now.
I need a toothpick.
Yeah.
Ah, that's gross.
Give me a survival check.
All right. So, do we see anything down these, like, I don't want to call them hallways? Okay, so we see as far as we see. Gotcha.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have dark vision. I feel like I should be able to see further than I'm able to see.
Do you have dark vision? You're not.
Or maybe it's low light vision.
Yeah, I think low light vision and dark vision.
I know they're different, but
it's a racial thing.
Whoa.
Or yeah.
An ancestry thing.
An ancestral thing.
Jeez.
Do you
triggered.
have?
Like I
Sorry,
know.
I'm trying to find it.
I know I have low light vision, but
yes, I too have low light vision. You can see in dim light as though it were bright light, and you ignore the concealed condition due to dim light. Okay, cool. So there's no light down these hallways.
Correct. The only light that you have is here, but I'm going to increase both of your dim vision up a little bit, and that should maybe.
All right, but we're not seeing anything through these.
Hey, just out of curiosity, are these torch stands here in this hallway?
Oh, sconces?
Yeah. Or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called.
Hey, Cadbury, are you trying to trip all the possible tripwires by running back and forth down this hallway?
No, I'm just...
That's super considerate of you. Can you run straight through this door ahead of us and just run all the way to the end and see what happens?
So as you enter this room, you see the splintered table.
Cadbury's gonna die.
With broken chairs and moldy books and a general just detritus litters the floor all over everywhere. There are two bodies laying sprawled on the floor near the center of the room that look to be like some kind of frog-like humanoid.
Oh.
Ew.
I'm gonna follow after him.
There are several doors in this room that provide exit. The ones to the one to the southwest, which is not actually right. That's not the one that's open, but there's one that's open. We'll just say that.
Yeah. I saw it.
That one that's open is open.
Okay, southeast.
Yeah, it says southeast. is hanging open.
I guess I'll follow in as well.
Yeah.
Hey, game
I'm
master.
walking slowly
Yes.
to that.
There's this little side room I'd like to look in over here to the north of where I'm standing.
Well, yeah, good.
I see what you're doing. That is a large pile of rubble and broken things. As you look in, give me a perception check real quick.
Perception check's coming. Hang on.
Can I pick up this sharp coin, or should I just leave it?
You can pick it up,
17, bro.
but remember it's a sharp coin and not a dagger.
Right.
So you look in, as you see maybe what looks like are probably stairs, but they're broken stairs. You know, there's
okay.
a piece of stair here, a piece of there. This is probably directly under the upper level where the stairs collapsed and killed.
That's what
Roland-
Helba was talking about.
Roland. Yeah, that's what Helba was talking about. Are the stairs that they used to use to get up and down.
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna
they
go
are
to the
now completely collapsed.
open door back here.
All right.
Do I see anything?
Uh,
Or mainly, do I have to roll for initiative?
no, not yet.
All right, I'm gonna do a perception check, seeking.
Okay. So you.
Doesn't he roll a perception?
You do roll a perception check. I'm sorry,
I do.
I forgot.
You look in and you see that there are some toppled armor racks and some broken weapons lying around, some anvils and hammers and tool sets and other supplies that were used to repair the Hell Knight's iconic armor. This is where they stored all of their suits of armor. You also notice as you were coming through the door that there was some kind of crusty something sitting on the edges of the door, on both sides of the door. You're not really sure what it is. It's just kind of crusty and definitely looks like something's there.
Do I do a check to like see it?
A crusty check.
You want to do a crusty check? Yeah.
A nature check won't work for me here, will it? I need to be out in the woods, correct, Patrick?
Correct.
Okay.
So he says on the door.
Unless you're looking for a wild animal in here, which you know there's a bear somewhere in here.
Yeah.
There's also a warg.
Oh, that's true.
In a backpack.
In a backpack.
Did you guys say that
Backpack.
there is a frog thing?
Yeah, I wanted to investigate one of the.
Can we do that real quick? Because didn't help us something about frogs down here?
Her name's Helen.
Helba.
Of Troy?
I really almost just
Bonham Carter.
Helbed you.
It's Helba. They're there.
So you're gonna go and look at that. So who's going to look at them?
Finiana.
Me.
Roll me a society check.
We live in a society.
Oh my gosh. Every single time. Your new name is Jeff.
So you go and look at them, and
Oh my gosh.
you think, man, yeah, these definitely look like frogs.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see. Does he have any armor on him? Like, what
Yeah.
am I seeing?
Oh, absolutely. I was getting ready to describe them to you. So they definitely look like frogs, but there's something very anthropomorphic about them. They're very human shaped frogs. Let me show you a picture of what you're looking at. Though it's not as keen as this one because he's laying dead on the floor. Green, slimy skin. He is wearing some crude armor. Does somebody else want to try and check out this with him and roll a society check?
I do.
All right.
Society coming at you. Hang on 1 second. I got to figure out where this thing is.
Maybe we could take the armor
click
and
on yourself and go up to
Cadbury
skills
I got it.
on the hotbar.
I got it.
All right. And so as you're looking, you realize that the materials used to make this boggart's armor, because that's what this is a boggard, Boggard, and they're ruined gear that's just been shredded, most likely by the soulbound doll that you just destroyed. Reveals that they definitely look like the Boggard tribes from the western Mwangi expanse. But there's something
The birds are from.
where the birds were from, and the Growlodon,
And the Growlodon.
and the
And the Dreadnoughts. Nope, that's what they're called.
And the Ninja Turtles.
and the turtles, and the Dreadnoughts.
What are they called? What are they really called?
Grave
Yeah,
shells.
grave shells.
Very sure.
But what you see is an unusual talon-like insignia on them. I believe I have a picture for you. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I'm already seeing my best self. I like it.
Seeing your best self.
There's a commercial
In the background.
in the background. There's some good music though.
Man.
I was vibing.
Anyway, there is what seems to be a talon shaped insignia sewn onto their armor that. Let's see, does that do it? No. Could have sworn I had a picture. Anyways,
So it's safe to say all these folks came together to Citadel Artaria since they all seem to be from the same region.
probably, yeah. And what you're seeing, does somebody want to do? Anybody have religion?
I have religion.
You want to give me a religion check as you look at that talon?
I have a +8 to my religion. I can take a look at it.
Yeah, so Cadre looks at it and says, "No, I've never seen anything like that before." And so Sorali walks over and picks it up and says, "Oh, I know exactly what this is."
I would hope.
How could you not know what this is?
Yeah.
You're the worst detective ever.
You know what?
Hey man, the dice don't lie.
That's about to do something else.
This is a symbol of the cult of the Cinder Claws. All of the Cinder Claw cultists wear this insignia prominently, and it's the symbol. It looks like a smoking dragon's claw. The Cinder Claws are a relatively unknown cult, but you recognize this as not just the cult of the Cinder Claws, but that the Cinder Claws are probably a spin-off of a cult of the Hawk.
The hack?
The Hawk. Dahak, which is the god of evil dragons.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
His more well-known symbol is that of a falling, burning scale. But this smoking claw is also one of those used by his worshippers, who focus more on his aspect as the god of destruction rather than just a god of evil dragons or greed.
Okay. Have we got the cliff notes for that?
Hope somebody was typing notes. So, as you were taking the time to study that and to look at that, suddenly Cadbury cries out in alarm.
Ah!
Cadbury.
I'm sorry. I'm
Because-
sorry. Can I know why?
Because
Oh.
You turned crusty.
a gelatinous cube
Some Jello came at you.
slowly came and slipped right up on you.
Or is this a slime block?
Yeah, essentially. But I can't actually tell you that yet.
Okay.
All right, hey guys, good to have Cadbury in the party. Let's keep pushing.
Thanks.
Will that get you? Yeah, there he goes.
Hey, buddy, that's what you get for opening doors without doing a.
This door was
trap
open.
check.
He just went in.
The door was open. I went in. What
Well,
are you
hey,
And
what
I'm
did we
going to
learn?
assume that Alec
What did we
came
learn?
with you guys. I just forgot to move him.
I'm sure you're just hanging around.
So he was just hanging around. And so we'll throw him in combat as well. And as you're doing that, you guys are going combat. Cadbury, you're going to take a penalty to your combat and go last no matter what happens.
Cool.
So you can go ahead and roll like normal, but then I'll move you to the end.
Watch me get nat 20. Alright, cool.
So Cadbury's in a Jello mold.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we will begin combat with Alec, who can't quite get there. So he is going to just take a second to yell, "Don't worry, small one. The cubes are mighty, but we will vanquish it."
Yeah, we will.
I can't get to the cube now. I'm going to move you out of the way, Cadbury, but you're still in the cube.
Perfect. Super happy and exciting.
All right. What I need you to do, very first, real quick, Cadbury, is actually I'm going to say you're completely flat-footed. So right now you are slowed, which means gives you one less action, and flat-footed against the creature.
Great.
So there's flat-footed, and they're slowed.
Super exciting, guys.
And again, I'm gonna leave you outside just so that it's easier to manipulate stuff. But you are inside of the cube currently, being eaten.
What a fun time.
We are the cube.
And Alec is going to pull out his one of his javelins. That's going to take one action, and then he is going to throw it at the cube. And is going to hit Yon Cube.
That's what Alec does.
With the javelin, and it's going to cause some damage. 6 damage to the cube. And it does not seem like it even remotely fazed this gelatinous cube.
Because it's Jello. You watch it wiggle, you see it jiggle.
And so he is gonna just pass his turn for the rest of that because he only has 2 javelins and he wants to save one for if he needs it later. So Alec will move, and now it is Lorak's turn.
So I'm assuming this cube is taking up the entire door, and I can't move past it.
Correct.
That's fun. Okay. Well, seeing Alec do that, I'm also going to take out one of my javelins and throw it at it. attempt to hit it.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
How do we keep track of our hero points?
Yeah,
I do it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I have an extra one. So I'm gonna try that again.
You can only use 1 hero point per round.
Ooh.
What?
You can only use 1 hero point per round.
Can't re-roll a re-roll?
No.
I didn't.
Oh,
yeah, he didn't.
I thought you said you were going to re-roll it.
I re-rolled the first roll that I made.
Got you. I understand
Which was
now.
a 1. And now it's not a 1.
I understand.
Yay, not a 1.
I was trying to pull something else up.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't watching chat. I was just listening.
Okay. That was my first roll.
Okay.
I re-rolled it.
Perfect. And that's a hit, so roll some damage. And that is going to deal some damage right there. All right.
So that was 2 actions, and I'm also... Yeah,
Is that 2 actions or 1 action?
Well, I had to pull out the javelin, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Draw.
That's true. You had to draw the javelin.
So then I'm just going to redraw my axe and then take my turn.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Game Master, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
How are we fitting this cube of Cadbury's tiles within? Won't that hurt me?
I was getting ready. To say, Cadbury is inside of the creature and is doing his best to slowly wiggle out of his way of these javelins that are coming in.
Oh, okay. Keep it moving then.
All right, keep it real.
Anybody got any whipped cream in their backpack we throw on top of the mold right here?
I do have a towel, but that's because I don't go anywhere without my towel
And your shield.
and my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
And my axe. Let me read real quick. All right. So I don't see anything that says that you can't still fight this while it's in there. We'll just assume that you're cutting off corners or something. It is now the gelatinous cube's turn, and the first thing it is going to do is make a melee attack against Finiana that's right in front of him, using the face of the cube itself. It's just gonna like wiggle forward real hard and clip Finiana, doing 2 damage.
And the bonuses these guys get are insane. Plus 11, dang.
That's not fair.
Oh, don't heal the cube. Heal, or there you go. Now the right one got the damage. Just ignore those for a second. So Finiana takes 2 points of damage. And then it is going to attempt to engulf Finiana as well. The monster strides up to double its speed. It can move through spaces of any creatures in its path. The creature with monster size smaller, whose space the monster moves through, can attempt a reflex save with the listed DC to avoid being engulfed. So you need to roll a reflex save, Finiana.
Sorry, I clicked it. I thought I did. Love it.
And do you want to use your hero point on that, or are you going to let it
Actually,
run?
yeah, I've not used one yet, so that seems like fun.
Wow.
That's amazing.
What?
That's impressive.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So you fail your save, and so you are now also engulfed in that creature. So
Sure
I'm gonna move you over here.
Yep.
And now I'll explain what happens as it's doing it. A creature unable to act automatically critically fails its save. That's why that one right there, Phil, was why you were automatically in, because you didn't know it was happening, so that's why you critically failed. I rolled it off screen for you, and you just didn't know it. Yeah. The monster can attempt to control the same only once. Monster. Creature that fails its save is pulled into the monster's body. It is grabbed. It is slowed and has to hold its breath or start suffocating. The creature takes the listed amount of damage when first engulfed. At the end of each of its turns while it's engulfed, an engulfed creature can get free by escaping against the listed escape DC. The escape DC is also 19, and you're going to take 2d6 acid damage, which I did hold off on Cadbury for right now until his turn started. You'll also be flat-footed and can only use unarmed attacks or light weapons while inside.
Cool.
Oh, wait, I missed this earlier. If the creature takes piercing or slashing damage equal to or exceeding the listed rupture value, rupture is 7, which I don't think he took. Yeah, 6. All right. If 7 piercing or slashing damage happens, it spits you guys out.
Oh, Alec attacked, and then Lorak also attacked. Didn't Lorak hit?
I think he's got to take 7 at one time.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Got to take 7 at one time. So we're gonna do 2d6 acid damage.
So 1d6.
Well, it was 2d6.
No, I was saying it equaled 1d6.
It equaled 1/6.
It equaled 1/6. Yeah, you're correct. It did. And that's going to be the cube's turn.
Who next?
Okay.
Ain't me.
It's me. So, okay, I'm going to move.
Sorry. Cadbury and Finiana, can you also both give me a fortitude save real quick?
No.
No.
Maybe I'll roll another 1.
No.
Oh, not quite.
So both of you are also going to be paralyzed.
Oh, fun.
Awesome.
It was good knowing you guys.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, for both days. Both days that I've known you.
Okay. So my first action, I'm gonna move. If I'm clicking it right, I want to try to get back over here. Hold on. Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
So that's my first action. And then I'm going to use Hunted Prey.
Hunt prey, yeah.
Okay, so that's got it targeted.
All right.
Now I'm going to use my Hunted Shot. Do I need to click? Is that the number 1?
You do your first shot and then at the first one, and then your second shot is the second one down.
All right, but I need to do it. Do I need to do? Oh, never mind. Okay, so like 100. Here we go. First shot coming down.
All right.
Boom.
That is going to be a critical hit. Unfortunately, gelatinous cubes are immune to critical hits.
Of course they are.
So it still counts as a successful hit, but you don't get to do double damage.
Wow.
Okay, so that's quite the time to roll the nat 20.
Yeah.
Lame-o.
All right, so I'm going to do my second shot, right?
Yep. and that is also going to just hit.
Okay.
And so now you'll roll damage for both of those.
Okay. And roll again.
Yep. And so it's going to do 14 damage all at one time, which is going to dump Cadbury and Finiana out of the cube.
You guys are
Breathe.
welcome. You guys are welcome.
Nice.
And we'll make sure
I
he
think
takes...
I've got one more.
No, that was you moved, and then you hunted
right,
prey,
that's right.
and then you
Okay,
did
that's right.
hunting shots. That's all
All right,
your
cool.
actions.
I'm done. Did you guys ever talk junk about my shooting skills ever again?
I still will.
That was good, man.
Hey, listen, hey, bro.
So I'm paralyzed.
The first thing you need to do is a DC 20 Fortitude save.
He's so handsome.
Both of us.
Oh.
Just Finiana.
It's my turn.
So yeah, you are no longer paralyzed.
That's nice. Did that take one of my actions?
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
I believe not.
Okay.
Bless you.
Am I...
You would also then need to do a, if I'm reading this correctly on the engulf, the engulfed creature cuts itself. Creature gets freed by either method can immediately breathe, exits the swallowing monster's space. It does not say that you lose your slowed unless you hit the DC for the engulfing. But I assume if you get unengulfed that you're not slowed anymore. So I'm just going to play it that way and say that you're out of him, you're not slowed or flat-footed anymore.
Or paralyzed.
Right, or paralyzed because you hit that. The
Right. Cool.
Cadbury will still be paralyzed until he hits that
right.
20 Fortitude save.
Okay. I want to...
Because he's paralyzed, he's flat-footed.
I want to produce flame. And since I'm now outside of reach, it's going to be a ranged attack.
So you're throwing a little fireball at him.
Yep. Wow.
Fire.
Nice.
Fire.
You still were targeted the doll.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. Rolled the same roll, but I appreciate that.
Actually, that is a hit against the cube.
Oh, for Rizzle?
For Rizzle.
All right, cool. Well,
Did you say for Rizzle?
Oh, he just didn't say my
And so
nizzle.
that's fire damage. Yeah. All right. So that's gonna do. some
this
damage to
cube
him.
is on fire. Right.
And it hits him. You know, you make your little fireball, and you probably like whirl it around, do a fast pitch softball at it. You know, so that it goes just over Cadbury's head.
Right.
And hits the cube, and just the top of the cube bursts into flames, but it quickly gets put out by the nasty, wet sliminess of the cube itself. And it does some damage, but this cube is still looking pretty strong.
Okay. Since I still have some movement left, I want to... Is there something that I can like climb up onto in one action from here? So that I can be like out of it. I don't know how big this thing is. I guess if it contained both of us, it's gotta be.
Oh yeah. No, he's pretty big.
Okay, then
Like,
I'm probably not gonna be able to get out of his reach.
He's like a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, but to be fair, Finiana, you are a
Yeah.
So
Right. Have I seen it do any sort of jumping, or does it more like?
No.
Okay.
If you wanted to climb up on the furnace over here, I could allow that.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up on the furnace over here. Great. And push the button to end my turn.
That button. Dun, 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 push that
And now
button.
it's Sir Raleigh's turn.
Any guesses what I'm doing first?
Shut up.
Heck yeah. You know it. And then I'm going to do my best fire ray at it, since there's really no whole lot I can do.
All right.
Oh, I need to target it. And fire ray.
And then you're gonna roll an attack roll.
Yeah, you have to click on the attack button on the chat.
Okay. Okay.
And that is again going to be a critical hit, but it doesn't matter. That's critical, so roll me some damage.
But do I still get the persistent fire damage?
No, because it is immune to critical hits. So anything that a critical hit would cause to happen doesn't happen.
So sad.
But you
Especially
still
with that.
But you still get to do 6 damage or 5 damage to it. So that's nice. So once again, fire comes raining down at this gelatinous cube, and it flares up, and it jiggles and kind of, if it had a mouth, it would be screaming. But then the ooze quickly puts the fire back out, and the cube is still looking mighty strong.
I hope this is going to be a terribly long battle because it's already 11.
True. Is that all your turn? What you can do?
Yeah, that's all I can do. And there you go.
Thanks.
Nexto turno.
I gotta make a fortitude save.
Yep.
Alright,
DC
dice,
20.
don't fail me now. Well, you failed me now.
That's failed. You are still paralyzed. You can use another action to try one more time. And now you are unparalyzed.
Did I get hurt in this at all?
Yeah, you should have taken 2d6 acid damage, but
It didn't come my way.
I didn't give it to you. I was being kind because it snuck up on you. So,
I mean, you're fine. Yeah, I mean, it's not to take damage, so.
So go ahead.
Well, you can do that in a second. I'm just gonna move out of the way. I'm gonna move right here. Somebody can just get me.
Oh, okay.
I want to be hurt. 10. Hurt. And that's all I got. I don't want to try anything yet.
Alec
I also can't. So.
Is going to use a step action and move right here. Step action is pretty much the same as a stride action, except that a step only moves 5 feet, but it still costs you 1 action. So I could have just strided, but 5 feet, but they put it in, so I'm going to say it. And so he is going to do that, and then is going to use his, which is going to cause this to be flat-footed, by the way. And then he is going to do his intimidating strike. Actually, no, he's going to use his other ability, his power attack. You unleash a particularly powerful attack that clobbers your foe but leaves you a bit unsteady. You make a melee strike that counts as 2 attacks. When calculating multiple attack penalty, this strike hits. If this strike hits, you deal an extra weapon die of damage. If you're at least 10th level, add 2 die. Alright, that doesn't matter. So he's going to use power attack and hit with his greatsword and roll a nat 20. That doesn't matter.
Wow.
His broadsword.
And
is that the third nat 20 against the cube?
Well, it's the 3rd critical hit. I don't remember how many
right.
nat 20s it's been.
Yeah.
And so he's going to deal...
I got one of them.
He's immune, though.
He's going to deal damage twice. So 22 damage total.
And he still looks fine.
And you can start to see that there are chunks of this thing with all the slashing damage hitting it. There are chunks starting to slough off in different directions. It's starting to look a little hurt.
Starting to?
But just starting to. And that is going to be
22 damage. He's fine.
Come on, Lorak, for time's sake, let's finish this thing.
And as I said another time, the actual rule for flat-footed would mean that it's not flat-footed to everyone.
Right.
But that doesn't make any sense to me, so I house ruled it so that if you're flat-footed to everybody.
Nice.
For me. I'm going to attack with my great axe.
And it has been well more than the minute that you would need to have your rage back.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's 10 minutes, right?
No, it's 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Well then, dang, yeah, I'm gonna rage.
Dang on.
With Draconic Rage. My cat won't stop scratching the door. That's really annoying. I don't even really hear it.
It's loud. That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna attack it with my great axe.
Cat?
And missed one.
It is also
So,
immune to critical misses.
I'm going to use my other hero point and try again.
All right.
It's Sadness Chant goes, whoa, whiffer.
Nice.
I got that one tonight too.
Wow.
Wow!
Nat 20s mean nothing.
Wow!
All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna roll damage on that.
All right. So that's 16 plus another 4. No, 2 plus 2 more because it doesn't do enough rage, right? Because you got rage plus 4, not rage plus 2.
Yeah, with Draconic.
Right. So it'll be 18 damage. And this thing is finally starting to look hurt.
Okay. With my last action, because 1 to rage, 1 to attack, and I'm gonna try to attack it again.
All right. And that is going to be another hit.
Another crit, even.
Another crit, even, yeah.
So 12.
I mean, I guess it's not too hard to hit a 5-foot cube of slime.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. It's a very elusive cube.
Oh. I didn't mean to close that door. Open it back up.
Wow, the slime knows how to close the door.
Yeah, it was an accident. So that hit, so you take your axe and you slice through and cut a big chunk off, and you come back and slice another big chunk off, dealing fiery axe damage, and the cube is absolutely on its last legs, but it's the cube's turn to go. And it is going to attempt to engulf Lorak. So roll me a will save. It's a will save.
Will save.
Let me double check that. Sorry, a reflex save.
Okay. Whew.
Reflex
Okay.
save.
Reflex. Wow.
So
Not much better.
So it engulfs you.
This Chan hit me hard. Wow, you are really trash. You rolled 14 nat ones.
Wow.
I feel like I'm playing Call of Duty.
I wonder if it's actually keeping up with that.
I don't know. It's probably just a number. I feel like I haven't rolled 14 nat ones, but maybe.
I agree. But so it engulfs you, which is going to do 2d6 acid damage.
Guessing I'm not on fire anymore. Or raged.
I don't know. I don't think it can knock you out of rage.
Well, right, because you're still there, right? You're still alive. You're just... Okay.
You can still see me. In fact, it's all you can see. So that's going to happen. I also need you to roll a fortitude save. And so you're going to also be paralyzed.
Okay.
And flat-footed and slowed and all of the fun things that come along with that. And so yeah, and that is gonna and then he's going to also, while he's got you in its gelatinous body, it's going to do a quick melee cube face attack to Sorali, hitting and dealing 6 damage to Sarai.
All right.
And that is going to be the cube's turn. And it is Axiom's turn.
All right, I'm going to. I got him 100 prey.
He's already hunted, yep.
I can do 100 shot here, right?
Correct.
All right, well, I'm going to do 100 shot on this Joker. So here we go. First one. Let's knock him down. Come on.
All right, that's a hit. And your second attack? Also a hit. So go and roll me damage twice. And so you hit the gelatinous cube for 11 damage. And as your second arrow comes whizzing through the air, it hits the cube and it just goes straight through to hit into the door on the other side as the cube just splashes into a puddle, leaving behind the corpse of a creature that it had previously eaten, and clanging down beside the cube, which completely disappears and dissipates, there is this.
Oh, snap.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
I can't see.
Can I do perception? Can I just pick
Hey,
that
buddy.
up?
Hey, it's not your turn, bro.
Actually, combat
We're
has
out of
ended.
combat.
Everybody's
We're out of
turn.
combat. It's everybody's turn.
Well, he can pick it up real quick. I click on it. So you're too far away to interact with that. It's right
Yeah,
beside me.
I don't.
What is that?
Roll me a. Does somebody have crafting?
I do not.
Let
Or somebody willing to roll a crafting check?
I'll do it. Go ahead.
There
Good
it
job.
is.
Finiana looks at it and says, "Hey, that looks like a great axe +1."
Oh, snap. I
Nice.
That's a great X plus 1.
Give it to me.
Isn't that Stephen Colbert meme or whatever?
I guess you did just get absorbed by the gelatinous cube.
You're still paralyzed, by the way,
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
you roll a 20 on a.
Okay.
Are you okay?
On a fortitude?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
And you're not paralyzed anymore.
Okay, cool. I'm going to pick up the Great Axe +1.
Totes.
Just ignoring everybody else's request.
Okay, can you just click on it?
It says I'm too far away.
All right, then I will just drop it in your inventory and delete that one.
Okay.
Guess who did get it?
Is that why it said you're too far away? Because you actually picked it up?
No, I waited until you said that. Then
Oh, okay.
I'll delete it there.
All right, and I think that is going to be a great time to stop for the night. There's some other things you guys can do in this room, but we'll call it right there.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody that stopped by. I saw there was some chat going for a minute there, and I was just so absorbed in what I was doing that I didn't pay attention to it. So I apologize for that if you were here and chatting with me, and I didn't read any dad jokes, but I hope you still enjoyed them. But we are having a good time. We are in the vaults of Citadel Altarian, searching for the family ring of Alex Stahlgrim and finding all kinds of fun, cool things like scary dolls. We're going to do more cool stuff next week. Join us then, Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see you next time.
Next week on Age of Ashes Pathfinder Edition.